right, guys, ready to go? Ready to start?
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Let's get it. Greetings and salutations, everybody. Welcome to episode 2 of the Baroque Works broadcast. It is I. Now, Hemming's in the building. Now, I know you only see 4 people here because Lizard is hiding. He's trying to hide from the smoke, so y'all don't know he's giving takes. But when someone is talking and you don't see it lighting up, it's him, and get his ass. But yeah, man, welcome to the Goon Valley incident. All right, we're gonna talk about a myriad of topics. We're gonna start with a recent chapter discussions before we kind of break into other things. But how's everyone doing, yo? How's everyone doing? My Steam panel, I got Nelly in the building.
Sir.
Got Big Pat in the building.
Lady Water on yonder.
We got Pops. Oh yeah, G in the building. Big Allen.
Yes, sir. How y'all doing?
And like I told y'all, Lizard, he's hiding. He's hiding. He said he had to step away for a second, so he doesn't answer. He's probably still stepped away.
Before we start, do you want the camera to be focused on just you, or do you want your overlay up? Your overlay's not up.
No, it's there. I just could switch. I can switch now. See, I'm different. I'm moving different. Technology. I could switch that up. Yes, sir.
Okay.
But the two cats. Woo! Upgrade. You see that? It's because I'm so good with technology. No one's really on my level when it comes to tech. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all caveman compared to me. I got that Wakandan technology. Let me stop. Let me stop.
Yeah, okay. I've seen how he handles technology in person.
With all that being said, we're going to start with the recent chapter. And I did tell Haku he might join later. He didn't answer me, so I'm not entirely sure. But I wanted your general thoughts on... Did we talk about the last 2 chapters, or was 155 the last one we talked about, or was it 156? I actually don't remember. I mean, 156. I actually don't remember.
I'm pretty sure it was 155.
Okay.
That was the last.
So okay, so if you want to start with 156, we can do that. How do we feel about that chapter in general? Oda's been in a really, 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 really good form lately, but how are we feeling about it? Talk to me.
So far, his Duffy, we can't even see the bottom.
Ooh.
Like, it just, this flashback right here has real potential to be the top flashback. I'm not even saying that lightly. Like, he's just been in such a groove. Like, we start off this chapter with a Roger pirate pulling up on the Kuja pirate. What is their objective? They want Shakky.
Horny.
She's not even the leader of the Kuja pirate, and they want her.
Gloriosa was sick. She's like, I got 5 letters, she got 100. What the going on? I feel a way too. I won't lie to you. I kick her off the ship.
the Goon and stuff. I like that stuff, but like we had the clash, Roger and Garp. I would say this is probably like a little before their prime, so that's good. Then later on, we get introduced to Chio. The design was sick. Were we told about him before?
Yes.
His introduction?
Silver Axe was a name that went around. We didn't know about him. I don't know if we had like his actual name like that, but Silver Axe is kind of like epithet we did have for a while.
Okay, yes. But that I do remember that.
Yeah.
But I don't remember him.
Because remember, I think his name may have first come up in Thriller Bark. I could be wrong. Cause I know his zombie body isn't there, but it might have been mentioned in that sentence with Captain John and stuff. But I know he's been mentioned before. But yeah, Roger told her to move out the way, which was disrespectful. I'd kick him for that. Are you crazy? Are you crazy? But yeah, the clash with Garp and Roger was really dope. They seem to already have some type of established relationship at that point in terms of clashing with one another, because he actually put away his gooning, Roger, when he heard that Garp was in the building. He's like, Garp? He's like, oh nah, run them paws. Then they clashed. Punch, sword. It was epic. You love to see it. Like, I just gotta listen, you don't have to like Garp, but I'm tired of the Garp hate because of Marineford. If that's why you don't like him, I don't like you. You're a liar. he didn't save Ace. Yes, he did. He let Luffy punch him. Ace escaped. Did you forget? Y'all forgot?
Again, like we always say to people, him doing nothing was him doing something. Because if
Yes.
that nigga got active, it would have been a bad day for the Whitebeard Pirate.
Because that nigga is different. He said devil fruit. No. He said weapon. No. Hands. Hockey and hands. All he needs, bro.
They call
Stop.
this nigga the fist.
The fucking fist. He punching battleships
Like
daily.
you can't, bro.
Yeah.
This nigga punched a nigga so hard he changed his head.
He punched a deformity into his head, bro. He said, "Open Jinchao, I can't break the ice." Oh, my head. Oh. Then Luffy punched that shit back out. That's just so hilarious. But no, but for real, like seeing a lot of those, like I felt like as much as Oda is still somewhat montaging it, like it's still like clippy, if you will. I actually do think we're getting a lot of insight. He's doing a lot with a little. I'll speak more on that when we get to 157, but I really think that he's executing extremely well with this flashback. And like Pat said, for a very long time, to this day, the flashback with Calgara and Norland the Liar is my personal favorite. I'm not saying it's the best. And even with as great of a flashback as like with Kuma, Robin, Law, etc., it's never been in contention. I'm ready to switch up already. I'm already ready to switch up. I ain't do it yet, but I'm ready.
My bad, I'm back.
Go ahead. We're talking about 156 right now.
Oh, 156? Hey, man. Y'all were slandering my goat Roger, but he came through, but, like, shit, the hype for, like... this is the fact that they said it was their era. Isn't crazy. Like, I think the officials are kind of off, because the officials, the way they wrote it, it said, like, this is where they first clashed, like, Roger or Garp. But it was, like, the TCB was better, because...
I've seen. Go ahead.
Yeah. Yeah, like TCB like explains it just like this era, like this is the era they grew up in or something like that.
Yeah. I think it's fair to say Roggs had an era. He had a pretty legendary run because it's been like at least a decade since he clashed with Harold in the Holy Land, right? Like it's been like a decade plus. Like he's been running the show for quite some time, scheming and planning and whatnot. So it's fair to call it that.
Yeah. Sorry.
Go ahead.
I just want to say quickly, if you include just from the class, like when he goes from Marijoa, like his era starts there, ends at God's Valley, that's 18 years.
Okay, I want to.
It's kind of crazy.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
No, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's like I was thinking about it, it's kind of crazy because like the last 170 years basically, so like from like not including this year, like besides the last 2 years were run by 4 pirates because it was Harold's era, right? They said it before Roger's era. I mean before Rocks it was Harold, then it was Rocks, Roger, and then Whitebeard ran for the last 22 years until he died. Like 4 pirates for 107 years is insane to me.
Yeah, where's the Marine era? Where's the Marine era? Pat, yo,
man.
whip them into shape, brother. But Nelly, what were your general thoughts on 1156?
1156 was great because I feel like that was one of the first times I really felt that Oda. See, I don't like to use the word humanized, but that's just what I'll go for. These legendary figures, because I felt like, I mean, we already saw everyone's reactions to Roger liking Shakky. Like, apparently, that's just a big problem. I guess they didn't imagine Roger, because he's hailed so high, and every time we hear about him, it's always at like the peakity peak. Like it's always like, ooh, he beat, you know, his standing, all these great achievements. But the day-to-day Roger is like people forget that, you know, he's still just a dude that's, you know, just standing around. And then for us to actually get that on panel, that like, you know, instead of just every time you see Roger, it's him achieving something like super great, just showing day-to-day, just a casual, because he definitely pulled up to these Kuja Pirates multiple times. This is not the first time.
Yes.
So yeah. So it's good to see, you know, him clashing with Garp. Again, not the first time, but you know, they do this a lot. The Kuja Pirates, that was good fun. So seeing Roger being kind of brought down to just from that kind of pedestal, that was good. I feel like that's just great for his character. And of course, the chapter we learned a lot about. We mentioned the two fruits. Of course, that's still one of the bigger histories going on now. So it's glad that was kind of confirmed that Rox was looking for them. And I would say about the like Loki and Hadrudan relationship, I still don't know how I feel about it, just because we know how they act now, and of course people guess that Ida might have raised him a little bit, but we see that it's kind of, I feel like there's a lot of different angles. Like there's not like a clear picture of how exactly their dynamic went behind the scenes. But of course, we know we're focusing more on Rox and Roger right now. But yeah, overall, I really did like the fact that we're getting more day to day with Rox Roger. I feel like it's one of the better chapters, or I guess it's best chapters. And just like the flashback, yeah, I'm already looking to make it my top one after it's all over. As long as he sticks the landing, it'll be phenomenal. So that's basically it.
Okay. Alan.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I like the introduction of like the entire not Blackbeard, wrong, the Rocks crew, and just seeing like all their personalities starting off. Like at the end of the chapter, I like seeing Roger and Garp have their clashes and seeing them pull up on Shakky. This is where I'm gonna say my little piece about one of my things about Shakky real quick, is that we saw even though like y'all just said, these are before they become who we know them as. As the top tier elite people, like elite legends that we see them. But regardless, Shakky had them boys struck. And Boa didn't do that at Marineford. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're using the Morge argument. Okay, I got it.
Oh, the Morge.
I got something for it. I got something for that. I think Morge made the argument that like Boa can't be that beautiful or that whatever the case may be because like
no. I'm not saying that, but keep going.
Sorry. Well,
keep going though. Keep going.
Okay. Because at Marineford, a lot of the like top tier characters weren't necessarily like immediately sipping for her. It's kind of not true. If you were paying attention, a lot of the pirates and a lot of the Marines and stuff were getting like heart eyes and stuff. And we've seen it with like Magellan. Even what's his name? What was it? Was it Vice Admiral Momonga who had to stab himself to like we've seen it with characters with status having to do it. But here's the thing. I agree with the quote tweet that I saw where like with Shakky it's more of a gag, and it's not and it could just be that she was more beautiful in her prime. That could just be the thing. Like it is what it is, right? But with Boa it's a death sentence. If you do that, you're getting turned to stone. So Oda has to navigate that differently because you're getting turned to stone. She can kick you and you die. So it's not strictly gag like when it comes to Boa Hancock. It's kind of a death sentence, and I actually agree with that sentiment. So Oda can't overdo it with her. And even when Blackbeard pulled up, he was very wary of it, and a lot of his crew got frozen because they got a heart eye. I think Katarina Devon was there too. If I remember correctly. So put respect on the motherfucking Empress, nigga. Yeah.
Yeah, and it wouldn't have worked for her ugly ass. I don't know what she thought.
Yeah. Like it's useless in your hands. You are ugly as shit, boy, and he is. That's my man's buddy ugly. Yeah. Exactly. Blackbeard almost killed her because of that. Precisely. I wanted to add that I like that like I say I like, but it was interesting to see Kaido in the little brother position. Getting kicked by Rox, like, yo, don't talk about Harold that way. Showing that Rox and Teach aren't the exact same, because Teach don't really care about them like that. But what I liked about it is, it just shows that no matter who you are, you started somewhere. Everyone, what's the line I like that Godot says in Ace Attorney? Even the mightiest of redwoods began their life as a mere sapling. It's facts. So that was nice to see Kaido in the. He's only like 15 here or something like that. Like so. Yeah. Another thing about the last chapter that I like. I kind of want to. This kind of bleeds into the next chapter, so I might save it a little bit. But Kyo, the Wicked Future Silver Axe. I saw some theories that people think he might have the fruit that a Rouge ends up getting because it looks like he grew in size after quote unquote taking a kick, taking damage. I don't know if one kick would do that much, but it did look like he grew in size when he's in his little like hoodie, and one person just randomly kicks him, and then to the point where he palms that nigga's head like a basketball, which was kind of crazy, or baseball, if you will. So yeah, yeah.
That'd be interesting.
I don't know. I could
wait.
be wrong, but just something to think about. Could be just a
Pretty
fruit with
large.
some grain.
I wouldn't like to see like show hiatus.
Just to add
White
to
beard,
level
probably like 60.
Oh, my bad, Pat.
Continue, Pat.
No, I was just saying, like, if he's like close in size to Whitebeard, he'd probably be like a ball.
Why was like what 20 feet, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, living with a world with niggas that big would be crazy. I can't do it.
Bro,
Neither.
I was actually just
An
thinking that when
emperor-sized
fucking Harold
bed.
was picking his nose, Harold was picking his nose, thinking threw a booger into the ocean and then knocked the ship off course.
Because them ancient giants be super duper big. So, yeah.
I just want to add
Do
real
we
quick
know why
that-
Gloriosa joined the Rocks?
Not yet.
No, it's yeah.
You could argue it's to run into Roger more often, but
It's definitely that.
I just wonder why she just didn't join the Roger Pirates then.
because Roger's
Roger
gonna keep
probably
rejecting
had her ass
her.
over there.
I don't know if that would help.
Roger said no girls allowed, man.
That's a cap. He came for Shakky.
There's exceptions, man, but she's not one of them.
Mm-hmm.
But I just want to add real quickly. I just loved Ida in 1156. Like she acted like a real mom. Like she might be one of the best moms in the series.
I like her a lot.
Like the way she was yelling at like Dumpy, like yo, she's like, why are you gonna let a kid drown? The guy was like, oh, he's being so rude. But she's like, he's still just a kid.
Like be an adult. You're the adult in the room. Like, anyways, but yeah, it's the curse and stuff. But that chapter was phenomenal. It was phenomenal.
Yeah.
And here's something that I kind of want to say about the recent chapter discussion. We can call back to any other chapter if you need to, but we're moving on to 1157. Is I have absolutely enjoyed the portrayal of Linlin throughout this flashback.
Yeah.
I like what I'm getting from Charlotte Linlin. See, this is not Big Mom. This is Charlotte Linlin right now. Okay.
No, she's definitely Big Mom. She has like 15 kids right now.
No, you're right, but no, that's medium. That's medium mom. She's not Big Mom yet. Okay, that's Slim Mom. Okay, that ain't Big Mom. That's Slim Mom. No, like the biggest joke I made the last chapter that made me laugh is when she was there drinking, Katakuri on the shoulder. By the way, Daifuku was actually like in the corner, like stashed a little bit. I didn't see him. The oven is there, so that's super cool to see them just kind of chilling. Like Katakuri is so small at that point, and he's like 16
Big
feet.
Mom is currently pregnant.
Yeah, he's on her shoulder. She thinks she want to be Lady Shiva so bad, she mixing up people while pregnant. But Gloriosa said, "You pop kids out like popcorn. What do you know about love?" She said, "You're a whore. You're a cum dumpster." I said, "Oh, that's an hey, yo." I said, "Hey, yo, that's crazy."
Big Mom be on go.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
I was gonna.
Go ahead.
Hey man, she might be medium mom, but she big mom in another way.
Yo, her womb is a feat. By the way, I keep saying this, but Rayleigh not immediately super simping for Shakky's got to be a feat. It's gotta be. I have to give it to him.
How he got her.
Yeah, because
Nonchalant gimmick to the win.
Yeah, nonchalant. Give me, bro.
It works every time. They can't stand that shit.
Yeah.
When 30 niggas like them and the one's not unmoved, they go to the one unmoved one.
Like that one episode of Fairly Odd Parents.
Yes.
I'm ignoring you.
Yes, with Timmy and what's her name again?
Trixie.
Trixie, there you go. Yeah. But yeah, what are some things you want to touch on in the chapter real quick? Or,
From the start?
yeah, before I get into the
For
topic.
1157, I would say I want to talk about the top brass, the Marines, really has not changed at all.
Mm-hmm.
Like when Harold was like, "Hey yo," like they just regular people, chill. And then he's the government official. I don't. Is he part of Cyclopole? He looks like he's part of Cyclopole. I don't know which one. But then he just shoots that random civilian girl. Then Harold leaps off his ship. That has to be a terrifying scene.
Right?
Man dunked on them.
He jumped off his giant ass pirate ship to get on that marine ship and stomp them niggas. Oh my god.
Like imagine like what's the meme of is it what's his name again
Willem Dafoe.
yeah when he's looking up he's just looking up. that's what you're getting, bro. It's like, oh my god, I am dead.
That boat went down as soon as he landed on it.
Oh my goodness.
I don't even know why he was swinging his sword. That shit is over too.
This shit was.
I also like the very subtle progression of Harold's appearance, like throughout the flashback. Like he starts with like a full head of hair, and then after a while he has like regular size, and then he turns into a buzz cut. And now he bald.
Mm-hmm.
It just shows like time's moving forward,
And eventually he'll remove his horn.
is to reflecting like his ideology at the same time too, like how he perceives humans, and then like the more humane I would say he gets, the more human his appearance
Mm-hmm.
in a way. And then also with the Marines talking about what to do about Harold, you got Garp, Sengoku, Suru. Young Suru kind of moving. Like,
Okay, all right. I'm not mad at it.
he look good.
Like, I'm good, but I feel it. I've seen
I always felt like she looked good when she was young.
Yeah, from when we seen film Z, when they had the picture of all the Marines, and I'm like, yeah, she looked good, but I'm good off her.
Hey man, we know you like them gilfs, man.
Give me Dr. Kureha in her prime. I know at 30 she was the baddest, but the thing about this chapter that I liked a lot were the mini interactions a lot. Those were really good. Like, I like Kaido and Whitebeard having their little talk about, I wish I could do that. And he's like, listen, if you eat a devil fruit, you're interested in the power, make sure you eat the right one, because you gotta live with it forever. You know? And eventually we know Kaido gets the model fish Azure Dragon mythical zone. Yeah. Yeah.
Koi fish.
Yeah, and Shakky immediately being like, "Oh no!" threw a bomb in there. Yo, he's wicked for real. Why'd you do that? And he has the Fuwa no Mi. He's floating. He's floating in the chapter.
Yeah,
so he already has
confirmed that.
Yeah, so he has his devil fruit at this point in the story.
Even though Oda didn't want it.
It's his fault. I don't think it makes him like extremely mega broken, but it does give him the ability to do a lot of things other characters just simply cannot do, because he's got like a few characters kind of have like true unrestricted flight in a way, and he's one of them. But yeah. Again, Shikky's one of the characters I want to see get active, because I actually do like Strong World, and I think like it'd be cool to see him using like flying swordsman techniques, because I do believe he's from Wano. I think he's from Wano for sure.
Yeah.
Another small interaction that I liked a lot was Gloriosa and Lin. That was good. I even like you brought it up earlier, Pat. Just everyone talking to Kong, the Marines talking to Kong, talking about the giants being able to join. They're like, stop being racist. Let them join. Let them big niggas join. Shout out to Admiral Kong, yo, the strongest of all time.
Fraud, man. Him and Sengoku will never prosper with me around.
Oh, what's wrong with Sengoku?
Niggas need to get him before I start calling him strongest of all time.
They was giving him the what's that guy? Not Buddha. The monkey.
Bogard? Oh, never mind.
Like the one Goku's based off.
Son Wukong?
Yeah, they said he got the Sun Wukong fruit, man.
Who said who?
People I've seen he did like this Kong.
Kong got it? Oh, Wukong, Kong.
The Wukong fruit.
Okay.
Cut it out.
Anything to hype them up, man. Corpse only think keeping that agenda
He should have been used it then. What the hell?
sitting around.
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree with you guys there.
But yeah, even a choke like I think one of the good things that he showed in this chapter was the dysfunction between the crew. That was good stuff because they're obviously legitimately infighting, and it was funny too because as soon as like someone was like, "Who?" When Silver asked like, "Who did it? Who did it?" Wang Shi was just like, "Yo, just pour to that Shakky." Like, I ain't getting in trouble for this. So yeah, that was good. He's like, "Oh, Kyokun, thank goodness he survived." I'm like, yo, you're not right in the head, bro. Oh, that was funny though. That's good. They're very dysfunctional, but they're kind of like the best example I kind of have immediately just like when the Generation of Miracles all like unlock their abilities and they stop playing teamwork and they just dominated games with individuality.
Yeah,
That's kind of how I look at them at this point. So, you guys ready to get into the topics? What do you guys?
sir.
All right. I'm starting off with Shakky versus Tritoma versus
Yaku.
Gloriosa versus Boa Hancock. I'm talking looks, character, and combat ability based on what we've seen. And how are we feeling? Shakky moving y'all with her tobacco breath?
Oh, that is
Shit, man. Give me
Don't say
secondhand
that.
smoke. Give me secondhand smoke, man.
Nah, it's crazy you brought that up because she definitely has to do that.
Her breath is kicking, fam. I know it is.
Yeah, smoking is a turnoff. All right, don't matter who doing it.
She was looking for the
Shit,
crab
man.
one, though. Like,
Y'all gotta apply the anime logic. That shit
Yeah,
doesn't
it-
work, man. Like,
it doesn't work in real life, but
yeah, like this
It
knowledge.
doesn't affect their lungs. Doesn't affect their breath.
Their breath is still gonna be minty fresh,
Yeah.
man.
breast still minty fresh. It's just for the
Chief
aura.
said, "Why would you do
I
that?"
get it. It
Because-
definitely gives her aura points, but just takes her down a little bit.
Okay, that's fair enough.
Yeah, Boa is still my GOAT Empress personally. Obviously I've seen the most of her. I know her from a character standpoint more than the other characters. That's my GOAT. Tritoma just by the wayside because she gets last place, not necessarily because I like dislike her. I just don't know much about her. I've seen a picture, and then she like showed up, and I know she did a love sickness before Boa took over. But I put Gloriosa over Shakky for me, from the standpoint of like from Prime Beauty. Let me start with looks. Sorry, let me start with looks. So Boa, Gloriosa, Shakky, Tritoma for me for looks. Character, I actually would probably go in a similar order, but I'd put Shakky second because I do like how she treated Luffy and gang when they came to the Sabaody archipelago. I like how she treated them. Monkey Chan, you're like famous, yada yada. Oh, you're the type that doesn't really care to like take fame and onus for what you did. You just do what you do because you think it's right. Things like that. And then we learned like a couple of things later on when Rayleigh pulled up to save Boa Hancock and stuff. Like that was cool. So I'd give it to her. Gloriosa will get third just because Elder Neon is someone that I got to see and like do more things. And Tritoma again just kind of loses because I don't know shit. I don't know anything about her for real.
I think the best thing you could say is like her like rule might be the most peaceful. There's
Okay.
nothing negative there.
And she ruled the longest out of them for the time being, right?
Shakky ran away from the grind, man. You just call it what it is.
Yeah,
Not built for this.
yeah. How long was she Empress? It couldn't have been that long.
4
Yeah,
years,
that's how.
maybe?
Because Gloriosa's
Three,
there,
maybe.
and Shakky's her little VP or whatever.
Yeah.
And then Gloriosa runs off to go join the Rocks Pirates. So Shakky couldn't have been there for. She couldn't have been ruling for that much longer.
It should be like 2 to 3 years doing the math, or like 4 max. It's not that good.
I
Do
will
the
say
math
that.
in Big Mom, please.
I will say this though, Shakky wins from the longevity standpoint.
Ooh,
Like
definitely.
she didn't fall off. Gloriosa, I don't know what she just got the elder shriveled up prune treatment, but but prime for prime, I'm going with Gloriosa. Roger is tripping. I would have had her on the shit, bro. Y'all would have heard me every night while y'all trying to sleep. Shut the fuck up. Kimochi. Let me stop. But
Relax.
Do y'all think that like there's that scene of I think it's when Shakky she kicks Roger, and like she's standing on top of him right when she lights her cigarette. Do you think that was like supposed to like mimic or let me say do a callback to Boa because how she looks because like she really looked like Boa in that outfit like in that stance and all.
Well, according to the internet, Oda has same face syndrome, so.
Nah, I don't really think of it like that. Like just the I don't know. I guess I don't like just the whole vibe and like the energy of the panel like gave off Boa.
So Bo can end up with Zoro?
No, I know what Alan's saying. I think it was just like a way to showcase Kuja dominance. Like they can hold their own against whoever. So just like his way of saying, don't sleep on them.
Yeah. But what about you guys? Let's start with you, Nelly. If I'm going with look, you have to show notes, right?
Yeah, got the notes.
Going with looks and character. Well, how would you rank the 4, if you had to?
Well, Chitoma's that's for both, so I'll just put that out the way. But I think I would do. I am Team Shakky, but Boa is like I'll go Boa. I'll go Boa, Shakky, Gloricia, Chitoma for looks. But I would say when it comes to like the temperament or like how you move, I think Shakky's a bit over Boa in that sense. I feel like even though they both mimic, they both are under the same umbrella. I feel like Shakky moves a bit more natural with it. I feel like Boa's like, because I know
she leans into the beauty gimmick. She leans into it.
Yeah.
I get your point. So, I feel it.
But of course she still plays it off well. So, but overall, I'd say Boa's still, just slightly. But we all here for the Shakky hype. The character, if Shakky had more, I'll have the argument because I do love Boa, but I feel like there's just more that could be done there. But Boa's still more than good enough based on what she did, and she helped out a lot. So of course I appreciate all of that from a character POV, and of course her background history and what she's done for Amazon Lily, and even her reasoning for it. Because I usually don't like the pirates and stuff becoming like warlords. I mean, it depends on which warlord we're talking about. I like how like Boa, because she's carrying Amazon Tilly on her back. She didn't want to she could just, even though she didn't like the world government, but she still was thinking of her people, her island. So she ended up compromising in that sense. So that's respectable for like a queen kind of character.
And she's the first empress to be a warlord.
Yeah.
I would like to see the bounties of the rest of them though, but continue.
Yeah. We won't really get too much on combat. I'll just.
You can leave combat alone if you like. There's not enough information.
Yeah.
That's a fair answer. You don't have to answer that.
But I would say Gloricia's character, she's very funny to me. I really do like Gloricia a lot. Yeah, especially since we did have, like you mentioned, when she was the elder, kind of leading. Like if we didn't have her in Amazon Lily, like it would be a definitely different vibe. We might not have even liked Hancock as much without Gloricia playing that kind of litigator role. But of course, I do like how Shakky was in Sabodi. So I'll just say I'll pretty much match what you said.
Okay.
With, Boa, Shakky, Gloricia, and Chitoma for character.
What about you, Pat?
So just to piggyback off what Nelly said, I have to put my last for both or for everything because I don't know anything about her. I just seen her. As far as looks, I got that all day, but she got that all day. She's running away with it. You know what I mean?
You could look down on me. I don't mind. Look down on me.
Yeah. Who put this
cat in my
in my
path?
way? And I can take it because I'll be forgiven. I'm beautiful. Come on. Between Shakiyaku and Gloriosa, it's pretty close, to be honest. It's pretty close. Because Gloriosa in her prime is a bombshell. But Shakky got aura. Like, she got aura. It kind of helps with her appearance, like the panel that Alan brought up of her standing over Roger. I'm just like, I was kind of moved.
No, she's got a natural beauty to her where like she's like Nelly said earlier, she's not really trying. She's just existing. They falling, tripping over the when them niggas said, "Damn it, I wasted my youth. I could have."
Me. I was like,
That shit was crazy, bro.
Yo, dog.
They was on their knees.
Hey, look, man, niggas is not moving like that for other people out
Imagine, imagine kicking your doing that scene at the end of what's it called? East Blue, where they kick off their leg, and one person said, "Yeah, my dream is to get fucking kicked by Shakky." That shit would
Yeah, bro. That was nuts. That was absolutely nuts. As far as character goes, I probably have to do the same order. Obviously because like I know how Boa cares about her sisters, and like she has the selfless but like Isaac gimmick where carrying the fate of the nation on her back, and she acts like she doesn't care, but really she understands the burden of being the empress of the island. Shakky, I think if we were to add intelligence as well, Shakky would probably be number one.
Yeah, for
Because
sure.
she always seems
Information
to
is
have
power.
her ear to the ground. And also like she just knows exactly what she wants and how to get it. So that's and of all of the pirate empresses, she's had like the happy life, I would say. We don't know what exactly takes place during the God Valley incident, so I might have to hold off on that. But
Yeah.
at the end of the day, she got married and she's running her bar and stuff like that, so she's living a good life.
Yeah, she reflects.
But I want to say like Gloriosa is probably a little underrated as far as character wise. When we were first on Amazon Lily, she was the one like dumping out information and stuff, being the advisor, being like the guide for Boa as she's a pirate empress. Constantly being in her ear, even though she didn't want to hear what she was saying, but every time she spoke, she was making good points.
I had a thought just now. Elder Neon even simped for Boa every once in a while when Boa made a cute face. She didn't do that for Shakky. That hate? Is that hate? Is that hate?
Now that's a rival. She could have.
Yeah, that's why I said it. That's why I said, is that hate? It's like
shit, man. She gotta pack it up. She's not in her prime. Prime Gloriosa would have maybe different.
She had to play it off.
Yeah.
Probably had to play it off.
Okay.
Because she's like, she wants Roger, so she's not gonna let Shakky steal the spotlight. She's like, no, I'm better than her. I don't give a fuck.
All right.
That was back when Gloriosa still had assets.
Yeah. I'll say this too. Just real quick about Shakky. Shakky is the catalyst for one of my favorite moments in One Piece, or at least Sabaody, when she starts to reveal that when it comes to bounty, Luffy, you're actually the second highest. And I was like, ain't no way. Who the fuck? How? We just went to Ennius lobby. Are you crazy? And then she's like, no, it's because Kid causes so much civilian damage, and I'm like,
Boosted numbers.
the knowledge.
The Kid agenda was at full effect.
Crazy.
He's stuffing his stats. Go ahead, Lizard. What's your order?
Okay, so we'll do looks first. I got Tritoma last. I got.
I'm gonna start caping for her
man.
soon.
I got a theory.
Not yet,
I'm gonna go, let me give my theory
Okay.
for her real quick before. But I'll rank them looks. I got Tritoma. I got Gloriosa. I got Boa, Shakky. So Shakky number 1, Boa, Gloriosa, and Tritoma. Character like Tritoma's last, but walk with me here. The one she was in love with was Rock. Y'all gonna see soon.
She like the rocks.
Yeah, they're all the empresses were in love with a legendary pirate.
Bro, yeah.
Think about why should
I
she be
think there's a
different?
big age gap, ain't there?
Buggy's mom. I'm joking. Let me stop.
Shit, man.
He definitely fucked a clown.
But yeah,
If
the way Buggy got
that's
that
true.
nose.
Yeah, if that's true.
It's
Yeah.
like she's a good, like she just pretty much sounds like a good supporting role. Like, yeah, there's nothing really to talk about. The other three, they have a lot of pros and cons. I think Gloriosa might be third. I think she has like the arrogance, somebody like Boa, like in a way, like how she talked, like the first movie, like, oh, I'm so perfect, and like, I mean, like this, she's flaunting, but she's also not afraid to like, what's the get dirty or like talk a little bit dirty, in terms of like she was saying that those things. So she like the big mom, you're a whore, you're like this, like I can't see Boa doing that. Like I know Boa's more guarded, like she's not gonna open up like that to. You know what I mean? She's not gonna casually. I don't feel like she'll casually open up to many people. I mean, like
Yeah,
Luffy or her sister.
I
Which
get what you're
I know
saying.
why.
Yeah,
Like obviously, like her traumatic past.
Flush
But
the
she's a good
dragons.
yeah. Like I think Glorious is a good combination of Shakky, who's like really chill all the time, and the arrogance of Boa. I like in terms of personality, like just personality and as a part of the character. I love Shakky the most. I just love how she moves, how she looks like nonchalant, just chilling all the time. She walks her own beat, does what she wants, but she's nice as like she's not overbearing or anything, but she just knows like she's nice as well, which is why I think like Boa is like I didn't get to say this because for the 57, but I think Boa could do what Shakky did when they first joined, right? Like when she first joined the like when she first like when they first and they had the when they first see her and she's like they all have hard eyes. I definitely think Boa can do the same thing because of how beautiful she is. But to me, she wouldn't be able to keep it because I know you guys care for her, but she does have the best personality. It's like if she heard them like oh, she's at the thing and she's just constantly like degrading them and be like, oh my, you guys take care of me. At a certain point, they're just gonna get annoyed with her and just kick her out. Like I feel like Shakky's work because she was like obviously hot, but she also had a good personality. Like she greeted them with a warm smile and shit like that. Like I think that's good. Like that's why I don't think Boa could do it for term, but I don't think Boa would want to. There's a difference. And then, but Boa might be the most interesting. Obviously, I don't think her personality is great, but her character arc is great. Just learning about like the interesting thing about her as like growing up, as, like learning like first you think she's like it's pretty bitchy, then you learn the horror she had to go through and how strong she really is.
Yeah.
And then the way she be like fanning for what's it called? Luffy is really nice. Like she be like she looked like her and Barto fighting for #1 fan. I like that. So characters I'd rank Boa, Shakky, Gloriosa, and then Tritoma. But if we learn more about Shakky and like how if she gets a good enough character arc, she might surpass Boa for me. But
Okay.
Boa can always come back from
And then Alan, you're last. What's your order?
For looks, I'm gonna go Shakky, Boa, Gloriosa, then Tritoma. Character, I think that I'm gonna agree with Lizard. Like, Boa's personality is terrible, but so like in one way, I would say that Shakky is better, like as far as like a person to be around, but I still prefer Boa as a character. Like overall, even though like even what we're getting right now, I just prefer the way Boa helped Luffy like get into Impel Down, tried to help him get Ace and all that shit. Like all that shit meant something to me, and it moved me.
Okay.
So so I like that. Gloriosa, I like how like Pat said earlier, she was she's always a good point, like a good reference point. Like whenever Boa had to make a decision, she was always there to let you know, like, hey, you need to do this, otherwise something bad could happen. Like especially when she started having those feelings for Luffy. So I think Gloriosa just has like a good mindset on her. Besides the whole fucking falling in love thing.
Yeah.
Futoma, I want to get to know more about her because we just don't know anything besides like that picture and just her dropping off Shakky at Pirate Island. So I would like to see more of her. And until we get that, I don't really have any much to say about her.
Okay.
Combat wise, I'm gonna say Boa is probably the strongest out of all of them.
I agree with that.
Shakky next, then Gloriosa, then Tritoma again. But
I agree. I didn't get to say my combat, but yes.
yeah. I don't
That's
believe that I don't believe that, or not yet at least. I don't believe that Shakky or Gloriosa have all three forms of hockey like Boa does. So that automatically puts her over them to me.
That's interesting. I don't know how I feel. I don't know how I feel about that, but I'd probably lean more. I don't know. I gotta think about that one. I think last time I said yes for sure, but I gotta think about that a bit more. That's interesting. I'm gonna just say, only with one voyage, one sailing voyage, Boa became a warlord. That's how raw she was the first time she touched the seas.
Yeah, her fruit though was a big part of it.
And I'd probably argue that from that moment, she was also the second strongest female pirate to start sailing.
Mm-hmm. Shakky almost for sure has all three. Maybe we'll see. I wouldn't be surprised, but
yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if she does. I just don't see it right now. If that makes sense.
Honestly, I think Gloriosa's stronger because she was the captain. I feel like it's captain.
No, I mean, yeah, I could see that, yeah, because she was the captain and Shakky was the second.
It doesn't seem like they were like, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think, in my opinion, I would see Gloriosa and Shakky having all three types because conquerors tend to congregate one another. So I think Gloriosa and Linlin just casually shooting the shit with each other is kind of telling of that.
Okay.
Actually,
like
going up, yeah.
Rayleigh and Shakky are together. They both. So I think so.
And just adding on to that, now that I look back at the Rocks pirates themselves, like it's mostly full of just conquerors users.
Yeah. And,
also, they're empresses.
And to Whitebeard,
so that should be, yeah.
And to Whitebeard's point, he's like, I'm not going to do that again. That's not how it went the first time we had a ship full of conquerors. So he kind of avoided that. So that's fair.
I think I'll take that. I'll take that back. I'll rescind that one.
Yeah. In the era of Rocks and Rogers, she was the top dog. Yeah, I say she has all three, but we wait for confirmation. That's fair. That's fair, Griever. So did the Rocks pirates show up to save Shakuyaku? Because here's what I actually love about all this, if it's true, right? If it's true, right? So obviously there comes a point where it says that they opened up her month. They opened up her month is crazy. Opened up her bar, and it said the inhabitants of Hachinosu came to know her and coveted her as a treasure, an irreplaceable crown jewel. Unfortunately, a treasure is always the inevitable target of theft. Now, think back to when we first kind of seen the Roger pirates, the Rocks pirates pull up to the island for the God Valley incident, right? If you take what each person says for the most part, it makes sense if they're still kind of looking for a legitimate treasure and or a devil fruit. So Linlin says, "I'll get the treasure first. You guys are dreamers with your heads in the clouds," almost being like, you guys are not serious because like you can't get the treasure. I'm gonna get the treasure. I'm not gonna share it. I'm better than y'all, whatever. And then Kaido said, "But it would be useless to you." In my mind, that's like because you've already eaten a devil fruit. There's no point of you getting another one. But recontextualize that now with it being Shakuyaku. You guys' heads are all in the clouds. You're horny. You're unfocused, right? Kaido saying that's useless to you. Big Mom is not gay. So she not feeling it. And I was like, wow. If you kind of take even with Whitebeard, he's like focus on the task at hand. Rocks will lose sight of his goal. Of the goal. And then I think it was what's her name? Buckingham Stussy, she said, "Even you, Newgate?" And it's like, oh, because she likes him. And he's like, "I am not in love with you." So it's like, even you. And in the picture, in the graphic right here, you can see Whitebeard got the hard eyes too. They got him. Got him.
Yeah.
So I think it's a very interesting reframing of what we already knew that I kind of like. Continue. Go ahead.
Oh no. Oh, just adding on to you, like I do think that it is like a new reframing of it, but I also think that just because of what we know about the Rocks pirates, that some of them probably were there for different reasons. Like Big Mom probably was actually there for the devil fruit.
That's fair. Two things could be true at once too, as well. Yeah.
So I agree with what you're saying. I just think that Big Mom most likely wasn't there to she probably didn't actually care about getting Shakky back.
Yeah.
Maybe or not as much as getting another devil fruit, but just going off of what her and Kaido's conversation is. But I think that everybody else, especially Whitebeard going to rescue Shakky, I can 100% see that.
He's also just a good person in general. So it's like, oh, they kidnapped her. Let's go get her. Even in the small moments, you see him with the rocks and whatnot. But when he sees Loki, he's like, that's a big whelp, even as a big kid, even for a giant. And he's like, hey, kid, why are you crying? He cared, father vibe.
But yeah, I do like the idea that Shakky is the treasure, and I kind of have like my own idea on how that went down, but I'll get to that whenever everybody else has their discussion or their thoughts.
You can share it now if you want.
Thinking like it's not really exactly the same, but thinking about like back to Baroque Works and how the Marines used to visit that.
Talk about the greatest organization of all time. Yeah.
And I don't think that like just regular Marines are visiting Pirate Island, but I don't see why a celestial dragon with a holy knight, like a holy knight entourage, wouldn't visit it. Especially if they're hearing about it, they hear like the most beautiful woman on the sea is there,
Yeah.
and then they get there and they're like, oh hey, I want her, and you're coming with us. And then let's say Rox and nobody is there to stop them. Like I don't think Shakky could most likely defend herself from multiple holy knights, especially if it's what's his name,
Figurlin? Yeah.
Yeah. So like Figurlin takes her and then brings her to brings her to God Valley, and now she's a prize in the little rabbit game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That makes sense to me. I think that they stole the treasure while Rox and Cole were not there. And then even the parts were like, they got to jump on us. And like, I forgot to say this part too about the reframing. Do you know how I felt for this past year? I thought originally that could have meant like Rox beat him and he's been kind of holding like a grudge for a year. He wants his lick back. But it could just be that he hasn't seen Shaku Yaku in a year. Because he keeps that is clearly not the first time he's attacked the Kuja pirates to get her. Right? So it might have been a year because so yeah. So a lot of and things saying what's his name? Scopper Gaban saying no special treatment for the captain. I thought that was like, if I want to fight Rox, I'm fighting Rox. Nah, and we know he's horny, Mountain Eater, right? So that's what that really meant. And Rayleigh was like, he's exacerbated because he's the only person who doesn't fawn for Shakky the way that everyone else does.
And just thinking about God Valley like happening off of all these different agendas is so funny.
Yeah. I do think it could be it's a multitude of a multitude of things though. I do think Shakky was taken, but I do think Ginny sending out the information about the devil fruits and treasure or whatever the case may be is also a big major factor. I don't want to eliminate that part of it. So
yeah, no, I agree. Like I think that like I think how I'm looking at it so far is that besides like Ginny announcing it out, Rox shows up to get Shakky, Roger shows up to get Rox, and then Garp shows up to get Roger.
Yeah,
it's a chain basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Do you guys agree that the Shakky was taken?
Yeah, I mean, if we look at what we know of One Piece, so now with the Celestial Dragon, they're always going after other people's eye candy. Like Charlotte's on introduction was doing what? Taking somebody's wife. And then when we get introduced to Boa, we've seen that she was a former slave because she was taken. So it was.
And they tried to take Shidohoshi, the beautiful mermaid princess, too, right? So.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. What's up with Shakky's scar, though? I mean, sorry, you can. Finish your thought.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
No, go ahead.
I didn't know you were gonna go to the next.
No, go ahead. I'll be right back.
Other things. Yeah. So add to like why I think each of them joined for all of them. Like I think Rox for sure joined because of Shakky. Like we've seen him. I think he saw Shakky as like, yeah, they literally say it's crown jewel. But like he saw like, this is the most beautiful woman in the pirate world, and I have her on my island. Like she like, almost like a status symbol for him or something like that. I think he cared, but like he cared for her personally. But he also just like thought like, yo, she's like, she belongs to me. She's in my things. Like I'm gonna pull back and get her, type shit. I think it's a combination of everything. I don't think because remember we know that Ginny leaked out she leaked out a couple weeks before that these are like 2 devil fruits, and I can't like see her leaking out, yo, there's this hot woman here or something. Like I feel like it's just gonna be focused on the rewards. Like maybe like I've seen people say that Raji got ace here, so if they say like the sword, so if they say like there's a supreme great sword here or something like that. So that's why I think like Rox's pirates all had different agendas, but it was a combination of them somehow finding out that what's her name? Shakky was there, and them finding out that like devil fruits are there, because it might be like some of them might like maybe Big Mom wouldn't have come if she was like I don't, or like Big Mom especially be like I don't care about saving her, but they hear about the devil fruits and they get interested or something like that. Like there might be like there's multiple things to sway them. On the other hand, Roger, I don't think Roger came for Shakky. I don't even think she knew Shakky was there. In fact, I'm gonna go as far as saying I don't know if he was aware of Shakky being kidnapped because, first of all, celestial dragons they move a lot in silence, right? Like you know what I mean. And they like at the end of the day, she got kidnapped from Pirate Island, which might get a little buzz, but like it's kind of just like unless he's visiting Pirate Island all the time. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he pulls up to Shakky's bar and just doesn't care that it's on Rock's territory. But I just can't see that. But I just don't know what's happening. I think my guess is the same as always been, which is like he lost to Rocks 1 year ago. Maybe something related to Lodestar, because we know he found Lodestar 1 year before the God's Valley. And then he wants to get his leg back. He trained for a year. And then he got the message, like he has the information gatherer. He got a message basically being like, yo, Roger, there's this island full of two insane devil fruits, all these shit, and he thinks he doesn't know Rox is gonna be there, but he thinks that he'll know Rox enough to be like, yo, there's this two insane devil fruits, there's all this thing. Why wouldn't Rox pull up? This is like a prime place for Rox to pull up and make chaos and stuff like that. So he just went there to find Rox and fight him because he knew Rox would be there. He wanted to get his leg back. And one thing that really solidifies for me is like if Shakky was like when he pulls up, he starts attacking Rocks, right? Like his first thing, first focus is Rocks. He's like, it's been a year, and then he attacks Rocks, and Rocks is more worried about something else, which we find as Shakky, which makes sense. But I can't see Roger just being like super like, what's the word? Like him caring about his class with Rocks more than trying to save Shakky. Like I feel like it would have been like, let's team up and let's beat them first, and then we can clash. But the way he looked, he was focused on Roger Rocks. Maybe he finds out afterwards from Roger. Yeah, from Rocks, but yeah, that's it. I just think the way he was moving in God's Valley, and the lack of how easy it'll be to not have him informed. I think that's why Roger just pulled up Rocks, and then he finds out the truth, and other things happen. But yeah.
Thank you, Gold Rogers, manager and lawyer.
Hey man,
I respect it. This can't be in the win for Roger. I'm not mad at it. If we're gonna put a cape on for somebody, Roger's not a bad choice. This be funny. I do see all the discourse. I think people are being silly. I think what Nelly said earlier, like humanizing the top tiers, is always a great thing to do. From the standpoint of you get them like the silly, goofy side. Roger and a lot of these guys are not like I'm not calling Luffy asexual, but Luffy's just kind of a dumb jungle kid that just you know what I mean. Like you're not really like Goku. Like you don't really care about that. Like you got dreams to achieve and whatnot. But other people aren't like that. Like Xebec and whatnot too. Obviously Xebec has a kid, right? So we know that you know what I mean. But it's always been one of my favorite things to see when the top characters are like a little bit silly. But I'd argue for anyone who thought Roger was like super serious all the time was wrong anyways. We've seen him be goofy all the time anyways during the flashback with Odin. When they called him a scoundrel for leaving Wano and all the shit. He's making funny faces. Like, Roger's him, man. But I switched up. I went to Rocks. I can't lie to you. I switched up. But my favorite pirate legend is Whitebeard. In fact, he's my personal favorite legend from the pirate side. In general, it's Garp. Hockey and hands. That's my boy.
Hey man, we all love Garp in here, man.
Yeah.
Great.
Why did you say
No.
You know,
Just saying, knowing how them kids were, the Marines was kind of wild, and he stood back, watched. He said, "Okay, just a good show," and then I'm just like, okay. But he did preach about
he was on vacation.
I know.
No, I'm actually quoting an Ace Win video where like Batman quote unquote didn't save somebody. He's like, but Clark, yes, I was on vacation. It's like I ain't. Anyways, but what's up with Shakky's scar? What's going on with that?
Speaking of that, I want to just. This is one of the funniest tweets I've seen.
Mm-hmm.
People, I'll put it in the SoundCloud. King.
Yeah.
Just read the last sentence, but the whole thing is.
I got it. It
Did
says,
she was pregnant?
yeah, people found this and said Shakky may have a pregnancy scar. They are right. She didn't have it in chapter 1156. Checked up. Did she was pregnant? Oh, what does Pat always say about literacy, media literacy, and everything? It's at an all-time fucking low. But,
Did she
Bro.
was pregnant?
Did she almost pregnant?
Many children were left behind.
But yeah, this is the tweet right here.
I don't even know if that's even like an actual intentional scar. If it's like some shading or some shit that Oda was doing.
Mm-hmm.
But that it would be funny, or not necessarily funny, but interesting to finally get a wraparound back to that whole thing from a 3D2Y special, where Buggy said that Rayleigh was Luffy's uncle.
Oh,
And so, like, I still don't know how, I still don't know how that's supposed to be, how that's supposed to happen. But it would just be funny if, and somehow, like, Shakky's scar led to explaining that.
I think an explanation for that could be that she just got wounded in battle. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know that. I find that like scars from pregnancy, I don't find them to be that little in that part of the body. I am no expert, so take what I'm saying with a grain of salt. But she did say Garp used to chase after a lot in her youth, and part of the reason why she quit because maybe she's like, yo, I'm not trying to fuck with Garp. Okay, he on my ass. Yeah. And a reason that could have been the case is because if Roger has Shakky, maybe he could have lured Roger. He could have lured Roger's horny ass. So, yeah, I don't know. Go ahead.
They're just using to push the Mihawk being her and Rayleigh's kid.
Why would they abandon him if he's their kid, bro? I'm tired of those fans.
You want to study the sword, man.
I'm tired of those fans, bro. But yeah,
That is fed up.
yeah, and then with the scar, I mean, I'm with him. I do think that it's probably just wounded in battle. I don't want to really overthink it. I do see where people are coming from, but wouldn't that scar come from like a C-section? Then is that something they did back in One Piece? Like, I don't really know.
I don't know. I couldn't tell you.
I think the location is a little off for it to be a section. So
I genuinely don't even think it's a scar.
Oh,
it looks like a scar to me, but I don't know. Maybe it could just be a mistake, a drawing mistake. You know, maybe in the volume it'll be fixed, and it's just a scar in both chapters. He forgot to draw one of Whitebeard's scars when he first introduced him, so he had to fix that. So, you know, but so I find that Rocks like Teach tends to be very knowledgeable about certain things. We do know that Sengoku said that Rocks was into a lot of taboos, and Rocks is a pirate in name, but he's really a terrorist if you think about it. But I always find it interesting that him and Teach just seem to know certain things, and I wonder if anybody has any ideas of how Rocks Xebec knows what he knows. Does he have some type of knowledge related to like Davy Jones? Is it just like where he comes from? He knew because like what possesses a man to go up the red line to the Holy Land into the flower room and pull up on Emu? What did you know? Why do you know this? Who told you? I need answers. And like just to bring it full circle, I'll say this again. In the SBS, it said that or something. No, one of the ancillary information dumps. But Teach, if he was a real person or had a real job, he would be an archaeologist or historian, I think. And it said his hobbies are studying history and gambling. So I wonder if Rocks is also really into history. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I could see. I can go first then.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so the walk with me here, you know, Toshigi mentioned there was famous bounty hunters. That was Rock for you. He was the first and only good bounty hunter out there. But no, I think he just like, because we know in 1153 it stated that like he like before he just used to attack the world government, but now he started attacking pirates. So I think there was like, this is just like look, we just saw the accumulation to this being like the thing. Like I don't think he just pulled out of nowhere. I think he was just gathering info from the side and doing like learning history without anybody's knowledge, getting stronger in a certain areas and just moving in those shadows. And the way he knows it, maybe like the fact that he knows Davy Jonesian and he follows the traditions of the thing, it just makes me think that like maybe he was taught by people, the people around him, maybe like he grew up around the area and stuff like that.
We need the Rock's flashback, just like the Rock's childhood flashback. That's what we need. But yeah, anyone else? Like, why does he? Because even I know this is like a kind of a one-off line, but like he's like, bro, Garp should be a pirate. He hates the top brass. Like, why do you know that? I know it's not necessarily a well-kept secret that Garp doesn't fuck with them because he doesn't want to. That's why he doesn't become an admiral. Because if you're admiral, you're kind of under the thumb of the CDs. But he's just like, I found it interesting that he knew that. He's basically like, he should just be a pirate.
Yeah, and then also the fruit that he wanted, and they said like hero be perfect for. I wonder how he also knew that information. Like,
The Herald would be perfect for. Well,
whatever fruit.
yeah.
Like
I find that that part could be the ancient
like poneglyphs.
giants,
Oh, no.
specifically like maybe like the Loki Herald pipeline, are perfectly suited for whatever mythical fruit that I think I guess he quote unquote died for. I'm not entirely sure. I'm still trying to wrap my head around it and more information, but continue what you're saying. Let me just cut you off.
Oh yeah. I do wonder because I'm not sure if you mentioned it, but because I know in Skype, I think Roger. I don't know if he wrote on a poneglyph or if it was implied that
That was Odin.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Roger
Odin
told-
wrote it for him.
Yeah. Roger told Odin what to write because go ahead.
Oh, okay. I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I do wonder if Rock somehow had like some ties to, if I don't know if he knew somebody or he himself could, I don't necessarily read, but be able to, get information from that. And also he has been to Elbaf a few times, so I don't know if you saw like the mural. I was able to decipher some stuff that,
Or maybe piggyback off that information.
yeah. Like I'm very curious how he knew, because like we and the people, like the current cast, basically just found out about Emu, but this man already knew before he became a pirate. Because even Dragon, the anti-war government guy, didn't even know about it, but Rogers did. And it's like, that's kind of wild.
Yeah, it's not even like he knew about him, but like he knew his personality. Like when he said Emu said like this isn't gonna work on me, and he was like I know that. Like it wasn't a surprise or anything. It's crazy. But yeah.
All right. Pat Allen, anything to add to that?
No, for me, it's just a giant question mark. Like I like to make more statements or draw more conclusions. More. For now, I'm just impressed that he knows so much.
Yeah, I kind of feel the same. Like, I do think that it could just be. I think we need to learn more about where Rox and Blackbeard are from.
Okay.
Like that island that because I mean I don't know how much it has to do anything, but when Buggy was saying like, oh, he's from a place that like they don't sleep or whatever, like is Rox from the same place, or did he have Blackbeard there? And like wherever they're from, like do they worship knowledge as much as like O'Hara did, or like what exactly happened to cause him, like basically just like Nye said, what exactly happened that led up to his life that caused him to know so much and why he started becoming active.
Okay. Were you guys impressed with the narrator's statement about the stuff that the Rock's pirates did in a mere 2 years since their formation? The record of the Rock's crew spoke for itself. 16 documented raids, 67 sunken ships, 14 ports reduced to ash, 5 towns wiped off the map, one nation brought to ruin, 3 unprecedented violations of Article 18 of international law, and 25 criminal records quietly erased. Now, move you.
Hey.
You should be higher or lower.
Them niggas they was getting active. That's what I expected.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how, like, they was getting active, but like it all just, I don't know. I feel like I guess like the amount of panels we saw was good enough, but when it's done like that, it doesn't really hit for me. Like comparing it to like at the end of Marineford when we're describing how all the times Whitebeard was stabbed and shot and all that shit, like that shit moved me.
Mm-hmm.
And it's all, I guess it's a lot of, because like we actually saw, like, I mean, I don't know if we saw every single bullet that Whitebeard got shot with, but like we saw most of it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So like when they delivered it, like when we hear about it with the narrator, it actually hits a lot more.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I heard you saying. It's kind of tell don't show, because at least with the Whitebeard, we saw him fighting and get stabbed and cut by Squard and Magma and various things. So that made more sense because we kind of saw a lot of it. Okay.
It's like I don't dismiss it. I don't dismiss what we got from Rocks, but it's just like, I guess it's like it didn't surprise me, or like I don't know, it didn't shock me.
Okay. Ryan says the lineage factor shared in the fruit could be a thing like from past users, like how Sabo said Ace was pissed while using his fruit, and with it being revealed that Luffy and Ace made him a D. I think there is a type of soul resonance built into fruits. There being cultists in the underworld on their low key, could those people from that winter island not sleeping be due to them using the abyss to augment their souls? Which the what do you say the people to Loki? Who are you talking about exactly? Those cloaked people? Cause wasn't that Shamrock and Gunka? Or am I tripping?
No, there were cloak people before that, but they were just like random people that try to like. I don't know if they're
like the Brook shit. Those like weird devil worshippers. I thought he was Satan. Even if it's not the abyss exactly, maybe it's just a tech of the magic circles. I will say this: I do think that the fruits definitely kind of. I mean, I'm sure some fruits don't have the same spirit or soul, but I do think inherited will does pass on to the fruits to some capacity. Sabo to Ace, if you will, Nika to Joy Boy to Luffy, things of that nature. Whoever, I don't know if Rocks had it before Teach, but I even think the Yami Yami no Mi users were probably all very, because devil fruits. It's one of the things I like about a lot of devil fruits is it tends to match the personality of the user in a lot of ways. Luffy wanted to be the freest in the sea. He got the Nika fruit, Sun God, right? Kid is an engineer. He builds shit. You got the Jiki Jiki no Mi. He just I call him a metallic Green Lantern. He just makes constructs, right? Go ahead.
Jacob will return.
Adding on to that, do you think that it's more of a like the personality of the user and the devil fruit are attracted to each other, or like does a devil does somebody's personality change after they eat the devil fruit? Or
I was gonna say it's almost like the devil fruit chooses who
it gets, especially like in terms of Nika.
Yeah, they said that it's his own fruits, like that is
like
of the devil
yeah. So
they're using.
yeah, I was thinking like how in Law's case, like he had already known all that, like he had already had all that knowledge with his like being a doctor and all that before he got his devil fruit.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You got the perfect fruit for his doctor related knowledge. Yeah.
Yeah, and like with Ace was already a head when he was a kid.
Yeah.
You got the Mara no Mi, it was like the ice.
And a kind who's kind of got like a, I wouldn't call his personality explosive off rip, but he's like a dormant volcano. It's when it erupts, it's dangerous, but it's calm when it's calm. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because
it's interesting because it also like have moments where it works in reverse. Like with Kizaru, he's very slow when he talks, but then he ends up with the fastest fruit in the world.
That's true.
That's a good point. Which I still think plays into the personality to some degree, but that's still a good point, though. It's kind of like how Flash is always late for shit, even though he's the fastest man alive, you know? But he's literally constantly late to do stuff. So, that's a good point. didn't think about that way. But yeah, yeah, man, it's been. Go ahead.
I would say too that I did like that little montage that they gave of rocks. Because because I know they brought up the Mihawk and the Mihawk ships, the freaking ships, but
That shit killed me.
I'll say that it's very clear that, of course, back to the show don't tell. Like I get it, but with what we've seen from Rocks, it's like he has already established such a high bar. You know, with what he did to the Gates of Justice, killed an admiral. You know, his clash with Harold killing all those people in 3KM, like stuff like that. So it's like if they're gonna report on him, they're not gonna report on him doing no like soft shit. So it's like the ships, especially the people that are there sending after Harold. I mean, sorry, my fault. Rocks. People that are sending after Rocks. They're not like weak. Like these are. I mean, of course, we don't exactly know how strong they are, but I feel like we can scale when. I want to say scale, but yeah, like those feats based on like his position, and how much pressure he's under, and especially what he did before, was impressive to me. But of course, if we actually, because I feel like we also got such good things, like of course Ken the Admiral gets just the stuff. So of course hearing all the stuff he did, then they even brought up the war code that we never heard of. They brought that up just to kind of showcase just how far he goes. So it's kind of like almost how Kid was in a way, but to the extreme. Like even though I mean didn't specify like civilians getting involved, but I could just imagine there's a lot of people that fell under Rocks. Mm-hmm. And then he was definitely like the hottest or most dangerous person I've ever seen. And then of course those feats kind of reflected that. But yeah, not seeing them, that's what kind of knocked some points off. But I was still fine with it overall. So
I feel it.
Yeah, I think it's cool. Like just seeing what they. Like I know Mihawk's more impressive. Just did that in one day with 50 ships. But just the fact that like they used like this is what the main thing they used just before they said like this was Roxy's era, not Roger's era, is kind of telling like this is a great moment. Like yeah, I don't need to see all this. Like we see in the background like we taking on the world government. We didn't really take to see them like shinking like some random marine ship like all like 50 times, man. But yeah,
I agree.
They def move crazy.
Yeah.
How do you bring a nation to war?
An entire nation to ruin it. And what does that even mean for real? Like
yeah, like not even.
Wait, and then 25 criminal records quietly erased. Like, what is that? Like, how bad are they? Like,
Level 6.
What did he do?
Level 6 niggas, bro. They in Impel down now.
Yeah.
What is?
I wonder which
Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. Oh no, I was gonna say, I just wonder who was Rox's first pirate crew member that he chose. Like, did his very first crew member come from a Davy back fight, or did he actually like normally recruit somebody first and then started Davy back fights? Or
I think so. Wouldn't be surprised even if it was Whitebeard, but
it feels like Whitebeard would have been.
I could see him choosing Whitebeard first from a Davy back fight.
That'd be interesting because doing the thing like Whitebeard was basically he was 18 when the attack happened, like when Rocks did the Holy Land attack. So I feel like it might have been Shakky and then he got her in second, but I could see Whitebeard.
I do think Whitebeard was the first person he took from whatever crew he took, which is interesting because here's the thing: we know for sure he started doing that after he visited Emu.
Yeah.
So he was kind of a solo act, which is also a scary thought to think that he was like a bit of a lone force for quite some time before he started to amass extremely dangerous conqueror and strong pirates. Because again, he's a terrorist. But damn, I had a point. I completely lost it. Never mind. I completely lost it. I completely lost it.
Yeah. I could. I just want to say quickly. I could see like being like he attacks Holy Land and then he he spends a year being like, or like a couple years gathering info, finding out where the strong pirates are, like where they're hitting, like where all the like where the thing, and then he just all at once he just gets them all instead of just going like going around
Bro,
and finding them.
I'm actually imagining this dude just fucking doing a Davy back fight by himself, like the entire 3 rounds.
Yeah. It's like if I lose, I'm gone, bro. Like
This nigga is built different.
max stakes.
He don't got an ounce of bitch in him. You know, Teach is my guy, but Teach got a lot of hoe in him. That's my man.
Hey, he said it.
He ain't get it from rocks, man.
Hey, I'm realistic. I don't lie about my favorite characters. I don't care about their flaws. I'm gonna point that shit out. That's my man's though. Big body Teach. I'm sure Mihawk is certified, but if a Y type of an asterisk is presented, shit will look shaky. Big Mom was stealing draws out there. Of course, they don't want to talk about it. I'll get to Mihawk later. I got some smoke. I got some fire for Mihawk. But I do just laugh at anytime.
Let's chill.
Anytime somebody mentions a sword and they go Mihawk upscale, and then the Zoro fans go eventual Zoro upscale because he'll beat Mihawk. That shit got me dead. Y'all so annoying. Y'all so annoying, bro.
Nah, I got words for Mihawk later too.
We're gonna cook him, man. There's 4 people here that.
I got words for that nigga.
This is crazy.
Damn it, what was I gonna say? How do you guys feel about the time? The time is so crazy. Let me rephrase that. When it comes to a lot of the older acts, they've been pirates for an established amount of time before their legend starts to grow to a certain point. And Luffy has kind of done this in record time. Like, Luffy hasn't really been sailing nearly as long as Roger or Whitebeard or Rocks, whatever the case may be, like 18 years, right? By time Roger was Pirate King, he was at least late 40s, early 50s around there.
53, early 50s.
Yeah, like just like how like is that something that you guys think is just one of those things because like it's the main story, we're following the main character, don't think too hard about it? Like, how do you guys kind of circumvent that in your brain? Because sometimes I wonder, like, I don't hate the idea that if Luffy got to this point, it took like 4 years. I wouldn't mind that. I remember. Sorry, real quick. I remember when I initially learned, like pre-time skip, that was under a year. I was genuinely shocked. I was like, that was like 10 months. It's like, yeah, Arlong Park Davy back happened, and then the next afternoon they pulled up to Arlong Park. I was like, oh shoot.
I was like, bro, when somebody had pointed out that the Straw Hats had spent all that time separated, and they had spent more time separated than they did together, I was like, wait a minute.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Zoro
The realization is crazy, yo.
Zoro knew those baboons more than he knew his crew.
Don't kill me.
That's crazy.
Oh, that's funny as hell.
But I was gonna say, to answer your original point, I feel like it's a reflection of the eras, right?
Mm-hmm.
So back in Rogers and Rock's day, niggas was just sailing the sea because, like, I mean, Rock initially had a purpose. Like, he went straight to marriage law. So he wants to be like the king. So, like, to be the king of the world, you have to amass resources, you have to amass crew, you have to do all these types of
military might.
and planning.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So he's working towards a different type of goal. With Roger, it felt like he just wanted to know the truth of the world because it felt like he felt something was a little off with the way everything was.
Wait, Pat, hold on. Before you finish this, do you think that Roger's interest in knowing more about the world could have happened because of something that happened with Rocks?
That might be a factor. Because up until then, it kind of feels like they were just having fun sailing the seas. I mean, I know when we go to a mini flashback of Rayleigh, like, first running into Roger, he says he's going to change the world. But I think it's just one of those grandiose things where he's just saying something because he's like, I'm this magnanimous figure, but people don't know it yet. So, like, come with me and I'll show you something special. But from what you just said, I could definitely think after meeting Roxy, he's probably like, a man this ambitious will probably push him to find out more about the world. That could be a factor. But, like, after Roger's death, it's kind of the catalyst, right, for the story of One Piece. Everybody's searching for the One Piece, so it's kind of like a race against time. So everybody is going from island to island to island, not really wasting time because, like, yo, we gotta get this poneglyph.
That's fair.
Gotta go to that island. We gotta find out this because there's other people that are trying to do the same exact thing.
They're more on a time constraint because Roger started the Great Pirate Era. That makes sense to me, actually.
Yeah.
And back in the day,
And I'm not gonna lie.
you didn't feel the pressure. Like, there was no king of the pirates. Just like you sailed and you know, okay, that's fair. Makes sense. Continue.
And also,
did
the
whatever.
other niggas, they are not locked in.
Yeah, there was not.
No, there was not.
Like, you
There-
spent-
There was literally pirates that said, I became a pirate so I can get kidnapped by the Kucha pirates.
Them niggas is not locked in.
You are
Like,
not
like
locked
it's
in.
funny, bro, because like we make a lot of jokes about the Straw Hats doing side quests for like however many years One Piece has been airing. Like, but they were locked the fuck in though, in all like in every single arc.
They always, yeah.
Mhm.
yeah, and then
Rob-
even like
Robin
present day.
doesn't leave a single arc without new knowledge.
Yeah.
Yeah, even present day, like for the Yonko themselves, Whitebeard didn't really care about the One Piece like that. He just wanted to stay with his family. Kaido, this nigga always getting drunk on his ass, doing shit. Big Mom too busy getting fat, eating sweets. Shanks, we don't really know exactly what's going on with him. We're gonna find out a little bit more, but it feels like he's just been waiting for the right time.
I have a theory.
And yeah, Blackbeard too. Blackbeard's kind of just biding his time, waiting for opportunities to present itself. But yeah, them other niggas wasn't serious about getting the One Piece, bro.
No, that's fair. Real quick. The Shanks thing. Shanks, to me, at
Yeah,
this
snitch.
point, especially...
That's
es-
crazy.
especially since Gabon called him a child of destiny, right?
Yeah.
You know, raised by Roger, son of Figureland, whatever the case may be. I actually have this inclination that Shanks could be a connecting piece between two eras to hand off the like knowledge, will, if you will, to the person who's going to find the One Piece. Almost like he's actually never been destined to find it, but it's his role to kind of lead Luffy, if you will, the next person to that goal. So that's why I think he's just been kind of waiting, biding his time, not particularly going after it because he knows about it. He knows he was one of probably the first people to know about it because he chose not to go with them to Raftel because Buggy was sick. So he stayed behind, right? And then we know Roger is the one who passed him that hat. We know Joy Boy had a straw hat too. Like Roger was just too early, not my era. I like how Lizard describes that like Roger almost defied fate, free will, destiny, if you will, by forcing his name there by being like, but I'm 20 years too early, if you will, because she's not even born yet. Where Shanks is the connecting piece, and then Luffy is the final piece. That's kind of, the final piece, the One Piece. But anyways, but yeah.
Luffy's the One Piece.
It's a mirror.
Chill. It's a real treasure. Chill. Don't give him an inch.
Hey, Luffy is a treasure,
Don't
bro.
give
What you
him
mean?
nothing. Don't give. Yo, he
Luffy's
is.
the greatest treasure in
But-
One Piece.
But One Piece is its own thing. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Can't let the naysayers win. Can't give them nothing. Not a thing.
Yeah. How would you guys rank the top? I guess. Go ahead.
Oh,
Go
yeah.
ahead.
Yeah, I want to talk about the whole like why how you felt about why Luffy could do it faster.
Yeah.
Oh yes,
Yeah,
I did
'cause
ask
I'm-
that question. My bad. Go ahead.
Yeah, I just want to say one thing is like it's been stated that Luffy is walking on the shoulders of giants. Like a lot of things were planned out for him. Like not planned out, but like his road to there was way better. Cause like, in a way, Roger like
A lot of things fall into his
Roger
lap.
really had to figure that out.
Yeah.
He's like,
Yeah.
fam, there's another. I know this. Like, bro, there's another island, bro. This is not the last one. I'm telling you. Let me borrow the samurai for 1 year, please.
on his hands and knees. But yeah, like, and he brought it up. But like, I think and I think his dream did change. Like when he first met Rayleigh, he's like, let's turn this world upside down. cause some chaos and stuff like that. And like I think
then
his
he
goal
saw
is just to
Shakky
be
and
like
everything
make
changed.
yeah.
Everything
his,
changed when the
mark.
Kuja pirates attacked.
His goal is to make his mark, and then afterwards it might have been find the world. And then I think he just really locked in when he got the death sentence. He's like, because there's like a period of like 10 years at post Gallant Valley before he really locked in. He's like, let me go again and really find it. Like he might have just been fucking around and be like, this is fun. But he's like, yo, I'm gonna die. I have to find this. And
You know what I imagine too, real quick, Lizard? I imagine Roger like explored islands that weren't connected naturally to his magnetic path.
Definitely.
And went like to almost like, I would argue, if I had to guess which pirate crew has probably been to the majority of islands, like at least 70 to 80%, I'd give it to the Roger Pirates. I think they've been to like almost every island, but continue.
Yeah, I mean that fits because we know he like conquered the Grand Line, and him visiting all the islands and spending his time around makes sense. And like he, as you said, the pirate goal, like Pirate King wasn't the goal. Like he didn't have the goal of the Pirate King. He just wanted to figure out everything, and it takes longer. But it's kind of set up for Luffy. This is another thing that I've seen for why Luffy could do it at such a young age and like super quickly is because Loki came out of nowhere. Like think about it. Like there's this random guy in the East Blue, and he like what 1 week after pulling up the end of the Grand Line, he's already beating a warlord. Like they weren't prepared for him. Like it wasn't like a meme or anything. Like he didn't like I feel like a lot of pirates they build up their hype and then they might try going for warlord. He just said off rip, I'm just gonna go for warlord. Like he doesn't care. Like he just focuses on everything in a way that like a lot of things don't go through. He always has the Garp and like the Garp dragon genes and like all that. He has a lot of insane things going to him, one of the most talented people there.
Yeah.
And just cruising off the fact that he nobody was ready for him. And then you guys brought it up, like everybody, like to me the current generation, which is not the new gen, current gen is like Shanks, Kaido, Mihawk. They're the generation of stagnation. Like all these people, like Kaido and Big Mom, were always building their like. It was an infinite battle. They're gonna always say they're gonna need more resources and build, but they're never gonna ever go for it. If that makes sense, it was always just gonna be a building. Eventually, like
I'm
they
telling you,
would
bro, because Kaido was busy getting drunk off his ass, and Big Mom was stuffing her fat ass face.
yeah, and like they always think, oh, we need one more person, we need one more like thing, and like it's never gonna. They were just happy sitting on their ass. Shanks, you
My
all
nigga
say
Luffy
he's a
said, "Nah, I
pain.
just need 10 real niggas."
Yup. Facts.
Yeah, I mean, I guess Shanks, but the Shanks was low key good with chill. Like he was like majority of the time, like, he was never making moves like that. That's why he was good with. Whitebeard was chilling, and then it took like Luffy and Blackbeard to like set the motions of the world forward. Like it almost
And
felt
Law.
like the top was stagnant. Like they were all just chilling, but then Blackbeard does Marineford, destroys everything, and then Luffy comes in, does Wano, and destroys everything more. Like they pushed it forward. And Luffy has that resilience and push that you don't see, and that's why he can do it in 3 years. Yeah.
I'm gonna piggyback off that. First of all, Luffy came off his island very powerful. I think people underestimate how strong Luffy was kind of off rip immediately. I constantly say this. He was not challenging East Blue.
Oh, until
The only person that he wasn't able to beat yet was Smoker, because he didn't understand the mechanics of how to fight a Logia and whatnot. But Luffy's base strength, speed, and durability and stamina were already pretty insane. Like this dude carried Nami and Sanji in the cold up an entire mountain. You know what I mean? Like he was already kind of crazy first and foremost, right?
He loved
But-
to terrorize these blue.
Yeah.
Like he was breaking steel with his bare hands when Zoro had to train that shit afterwards. Like, he was crazy.
Yeah. And in addition to that, like a lot of Luffy's crew is also locked in on their goals. Zoro wants to become the best swordsman in the world, which is a lofty goal. Like he's locked in. Nami, with traveling with them, gets to naturally complete her goal because she can, circumvent the globe and draw an entire world map and things of that nature. I don't think I need to get into everybody, but I would argue that there could be a lot of pirates who just join crews because of like infamy, fame, and it looks like a fun time or whatever.
All the
But
wrong things.
they might not particularly have a goal themselves. They're just like, oh, like, shoot, Rocks is strong. They're taking over. Can I join the Rocks Pirates? Like,
You know what? Just
Yeah.
to even add on to that, Usopp joined Luffy because he has the goal of being being a brave pirate. Yasop joined Shanks just because the sea called him.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, Luffy is pretty focused, but sorry, Nelly. After I say this, you go ahead.
Yeah.
Luffy also is not a Luffy reminds me of me in so many ways. It's so funny. And, like, first of all, they laughed at me because like you really do dress like Luffy: sandals, bucket hat, tank top, shorts. But Luffy reminds me because he's a delegator. I have my strengths. I have the things that I do well and things I don't know well, and for what I don't know well, I delegate. The moment I have a computer problem, Simi, what do I do? You know, my girl can Tetris clothes and like do things I just can't do. It's like, I need you to do this, babe. I don't know what I'm doing, right? But like, if it's like, oh, lift this heavy ass shit, I got it. You know, I always say that Luffy told you exactly what his role was back in Arlong Park. I can't cook, I can't navigate, can't use swords, can't even lie. And Usopp goes,
Oh,
yeah.
I can't even.
Then Arlong goes, you're useless. What can you do? I could beat your ass. Nigga, you can't fuck with me. Like I said, he wasn't challenged in East Blue. In East Blue, he always had to circumvent some type of problem. Buggy could split apart. Captain Kuro was fast, and he actually had sharp weapons that's Luffy's natural weakness. Arlong had fisherman physiology. You know what I mean? Like, Don Creek had a lot of weapons and military might, and they were fighting on the sea, so it was dangerous for a Devil Fruit user. But Luffy's locked into his goal to the point where it's like, I will become Pirate King or die trying. I am perfectly okay dying in the pursuit of my dreams. And a lot of pirates fake that funk. Even my favorite character. What happened to him when he reached the insurmountable wall of the Yonko? He ran back to paradise, went to Alabasta, and started an 8-year scheme to get Pluton and this and that and the other, right? Like you were saying to some degree, the era of stagnation. Gecko Moria got his whole crew wiped out by Kaido. What did he do? Run back to paradise. Zombie gimmick. You know what I mean?
And
Luffy's
I
not
think we
like
talked
that.
about this before.
Yeah.
I think we talked about this before, but like the narrative of One Piece doesn't treat people who don't believe in themselves well.
If you run from the grind, it doesn't reward you for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just to piggyback off what y'all are saying, I do like, because like at first I did kind of fall into the, okay, this might just be the usual main character, you know, just the main character Halo, just making everything the main character do just way quicker than everything else. But with how it's actually set up, it's actually quite, like, it's set up well that, as we already explained with how the seas were back then, everything was free game. So like, if you can just, because like there was no Yonko system back then, it was just a bunch of strong pirates trying to like figure out how, you know, like what they wanted and like what could they.
The three power system would have not existed either. Continue.
Yeah, exactly. So back when Rox and Roger and Dakuja and all of them were sailing, yeah, everything was pretty much free game. But then when, Roger basically establishing everything, him finding the One Piece, which is, you know, such an elusive island treasure, no one knows what it is, but everyone wants to see it because, of course, that's what that's said to be like the greatest treasure of all time. And then there are people in his gen that knew Roger, and then they were competing with him, but they're trying to get the treasure too, but they have no clue like how to do it. And then since they were all like powerful, and then they all grabbed the territory, like when the Yonko system established, it's almost like the market got saturated. So like they didn't leave room for you to really like get some motion, because everyone had like one of the red poneglyphs. It's very hard to get another one if you don't have like an opening or like a breakthrough. So everyone just started playing the long game, where they're okay, we're just gonna wait, and we're gonna have that one plan. Like Adam wants to do all these small fruits for some reason. Big Mom wants to get the Giants involved.
Yeah,
Shanks was really
Lin said
one
she'd be Pirate King already if she had the Giants.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And then
excuses.
excuses.
Yeah, woulda, coulda, loser talk.
And then Whitebeard didn't even care. And then Shanks actually had like the past 10 years. Shanks was doing a lot. I know he did have that passive like wait period like recently, or recently is in past few years. But if we span from like past 10, 15, like he became a Yonko not too long ago. Then with defeating Loki, no one else could do it but him. Like he was actually before Luffy and Blackbeard, he was the one kind of making moves. Then he also probably like what Roger did when he waited for. I mean, when he realized it's too early, Shanks probably wanted to wait too. And then then we got Luffy and Blackbeard, which they both started pirating around the same time. Obviously not exact, because I know when Luffy passed Drum Island, they were like Blackbeard like was just here, and then he destroyed everything. And then Jaya, of course, they met up in Jaya. So, and then those two ended up having one of the currently the greatest runs very quickly too, because Luffy had to take 2 years off, but Blackbeard didn't. And then he became, of course, a Yonko first, and then was doing all these things. So yeah, kind of like what y'all said with if y'all take too long, like the One Piece gonna be found. Like y'all gotta, it's quick. There's a timer, and Roger also gave a path of like this is like the direction, and this is like just go in this direction, then you're good. Whereas Pirates back in the day, everything was just like free roam, freestyling. So that's kind of how I saw it.
Yeah.
Makes sense to me.
Yeah, I would agree. A lot of things are just laid out more openly for Luffy right now.
A lot of the figuring out has already been figured out. It's just about going to find it now, So
yeah,
I do just want to say that I think that Law is also one of the premier shit shakers right now, or at least was.
Yeah.
Because the shit he does, what is it?
Rocky Port.
Punk
Yeah, Rocky Port
Hazard.
for sure, but yeah, Punk Hazard mostly. Like Punk Hazard is probably the biggest one.
Yeah, man.
Because when he does that, he's the reason why Kaido even starts getting active again.
Yeah.
It's a good point.
Yeah. I just want to add quickly. I think characters like Kid, Law, and like these people, maybe the rest of the Worst Generation besides Luffy and Blackbeard and maybe Zoro, they're kind of tragic in a way that like in any other era they would have like a decade or two to grow into their primes.
Yeah, right.
You could have seen this as a losing, like, yeah, sure he lost to Shanks, but you could have seen this as like a growth moment. But then you do this, and like Luffy and Blackbeard are already getting the One Piece. Like,
It's like after 10 years of sailing, I'm ready to find out. You read the news, cool. Luffy's the Pirate King. Yeah, no, that's funny. Okay, so in terms of the Rocks crew, if you had to rank the top 5 in terms of strength, how would you guys go with that? How would you guys rank that? So me personally, I'd go Rocks, Whitebeard, Shakky, Big Mom. Then 5 is almost hard for me, because I feel like if strong as Kaido is, he's still a bit of a fledgling. Yeah. Even though I want to give it to him off potential, but I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't know who I go 5. So I think I'm gonna go Captain John for now. For some reason.
Damn, that's crazy.
For some reason.
That was my exact 5.
Oh, okay. Definitely not Strusen. I don't think Stussy was that strong. I don't think she's weak. I don't know what to do with like Don Marlowe and
quickly, Peep, this whole King's chat. I posted I'm gonna post a picture of all the pirates, all rock pirates that you guys have.
Okay. I'll put it on screen.
Yeah, so you can see like who you want to pick. Ganzui, I'm pretty sure just no.
Yeah, Ganzui is a no. I think Ochoku could work as 5 just because I know Ochoku did run Pirate Island until Blackbeard got there. But I'm gonna say Captain John for now though.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know if you guys agree, disagree. What do you guys think?
That's actually my 5, but actually now I'm thinking of something differently. When we were talking about who the first member could have been, or like who we joined first. Whenever Oda lists off the Straw Hats, he always lists them off in order of who joined. Mm-hmm. And so I'm wondering, like, when we get this panel of like all the Rocks pirates, like the only ones we don't have a nameplate for are Rocks and Whitebeard, and then we get one for Captain John, then we get one for Lin Lin, then we get one for Streusen. So I'm wondering if this is the order that he actually had them join.
I think the first three for sure, because we seen them pull up to Elbaf.
Yeah.
It was Stussy, Shakky, and Newgate. That's interesting. That could be true. Actually, well,
But
yeah, go ahead.
No, I was just saying, going back on topic, my top five is what you picked. I would probably pick it, give Captain John the fifth spot.
Okay. Pat.
For me, I would say, obviously Ross the head honcho. Then Whitebeard, that's Oyaji right there.
Mm-hmm.
Number 3 is Lin Lin.
Okay.
Sure.
I feel like she's just been a demon her whole life.
She did fold
Straight
giants at the age of 5. I'm not mad at that take.
Yeah. And then it might be a little controversial, but number 4, I feel like Captain John hiding something.
Hey,
I don't know. It's just the
I'm a
inkling.
Captain John believer.
He got a demonic
Yeah, I
look in
think
his
he's
eye.
different.
Like,
Yeah.
That nigga, he got too much of a regular nigga name to not be cold.
And it's also off the fact that like Captain John is actually a real life famous pirate. So I think there's gonna be crazy with him.
Yeah.
And then I would put Sheik yes.
Okay.
Nice list.
Lizard.
Yes.
Rank them.
Yeah. Yeah. So Rock's
I
number
say yes.
one.
You say yeah.
Yeah, no, I was looking. My bad. Rock's number 1 for sure. That's not debate. I actually gonna be controversial. I'm gonna have Shakky then Whitebeard because it's stated Whitebeard came into his prime.
2 or 3
2
years
years
after.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think Shakky just reached a higher level quicker. Not quicker, but he's just older, so he reached it before.
Okay.
Whitebeard did, in a way.
I can see that.
And then
Wait,
Whitebeard.
but Lizard, hold on though. You see what he did to that island when Shiki tried to get loose on him.
yeah.
Shakky threw a bomb. He used the item? These are attacks.
He's trolling, man. Like he's not gonna waste. Like he's
Nah, go ahead. Continue.
kind of yeah. But you could go either way. I just go with Shakky. Then Lin or I think those are the top 4 for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And then number 5, Kill could be the answer. He was Shikky's rival.
Hey.
But you know, Chin Zhao was Garb's rival. I don't know how that.
These rivals.
That nigga was not Garth's rival.
He said, "Hey man,
Hey, my
Self-proclaimed title. Self-proclaimed title.
they say Kid and Law are Luffy's rival." But I'm gonna go with
Contemporaries.
Captain John. Then I agree.
Okay. Nelly.
Yeah, I'll go Rocks, then Whitebeard, because we saw what Whitebeard just did with the island.
I'm telling you, bro, that shit was sinking.
Yeah, it was just crazy. And then I'll go Big Mom.
Yeah.
I mean, because she might not necessarily like I get the Shiki, but Big Mom I feel like is just the threat offensively. I mean, we already got the piece, of course, what she did in Elbaf and all of that, and she does have Prometheus and Zeus like with her and all of that. Just offensively, I think I would have her as the more dangerous party.
Mm-hmm.
Even though she may not, win a 1v1 with specific people, but just in general, I feel like she would be like the third, like biggest threat. Then forward, I got Shiki, where got to respect the OGs. But I think I kill. I think, because like you said, Kaido seems too much of a fledgling right now, and the fact that Kyo was the one that checked Shiki, well, I guess attempted to, but he was the one that was like, I guess checking Shiki after Shiki blew up, So I feel like at least at this moment, he could potentially be the 5th. But I respect, of course, the Captain John take. I think he's also someone to watch out for.
Okay. Yeah, because he's been mentioned a lot. So I just one of those things like I want to give him respect. I just know the reason I give Shiki the edge just is because I know that he was also a legendary pirate before the Yonko system was necessarily created. I know he lost to Roger with his entire fleet, but that's Roger.
He also got lucky, Roger, because there was a storm.
Yeah,
so,
that worked in his favor. So yeah. Is there anything about these recent chapters, Rocks, Shakuyaku, the Kuja Pirates, whatever, that you guys want to get into? Anything we think you forgot? Want to mention for the time
No, I
being?
know
If not-
Oda is showing us new form.
Yeah, man. Oda's in great form right now.
Do y'all think Rock says the devil what it is? Like what devil for you?
I actually don't think he has one. I personally don't think he has one. That's my guess for the time being. I don't think he has one.
I like to think that
Rocky man.
where we're at in the story, at least, that devil fruits are still like they're still mystical, if that makes sense.
Yeah, there's still a novelty. I agree with you. Because Kaido was like simply in awe of what Whitebeard was able to do.
Like, that shit cool. I wish I could do that.
Yeah.
Train
one
better,
thing I did
man.
want to see is that what do you guys think about Loki's curse? Because I've been adamant that shit don't exist, but I can see
Whose
like
curse?
there's signs pointing to it.
Loki?
His curse, yeah, like he caused like everything bad in Elbaf, and like the famine and all of that.
I think he's
I
being
think he was just
blamed.
born at the wrong time.
I think he's being blamed for things that are happening that are circumstantial because of the way his mom acted and continued to talk shit about him, which permeated into like the royal guards, if you will, which permeated to the people. Loki got a bad reputation solely off the way he looked being born, so they attribute a lot of the bad things that happened to him. Now, conversely, I think it would be interesting if his ability is some type of curse, hex related something,
Yeah.
kind of like Jinx from like DC and whatnot. That would be interesting if he had some kind of like hex power. I don't think that's the case. I think he's got like the world serpent ability from Norse mythology. That's my best guess for the time being. But I do think that he's just getting a bad rap because of his reputation. I don't think that he's the demon that he is. I think he's done a lot of bad things. He's not necessarily a great person, but we have dramatic irony on our side where we know why he's acting out. He's just completely unloved and on his own, to the point where adults were like, I debated not saving him. He does like, bro,
Crazy.
are you sick in the head? He's a child.
Threw that baby off a cliff.
Yeah. So that's what I think. For a newborn to survive a fall that high is so insane. And
Better durability feats than certain
And
people,
then
man.
climb back
up.
up.
Oh my goodness, he's
Jinbei
a
come
monster.
outside.
And because I genuinely don't think Shanks beat him alone. I do think what they said was true. It took the entire island and Shanks, and Gaban said he was there too. Like, he's a monster.
Man.
So
And Luffy think he could just beat that boy up by himself. That shit crazy.
I don't think Luffy would lose. It's just not going to be an easy fight.
I don't think so either. I don't think Luffy would lose either. That's just funny to me.
It's going to the wire though. You just casually like, I'll put him down if I have to. Don't worry. I'm like, all right, that's that Yonko talk. okay. All right.
He's ready to swing when Shank's name brought up, man.
Yeah.
Number one rider.
That man dodged a Gear 4th attack while in Kaidoseki. Put respect on his name. Anyone else? Anything else? I don't know if you want to add on to that. Do you guys believe in the curse? You don't believe in the curse? What do you guys think?
I don't think it's true. But it just
No, he's just getting blamed for this out of his.
they're just
Oh.
hating.
Alan? Wait, is he
Hold on,
muted?
what happened?
Oh, do you think that Loki's curse is real, or do you think he's just kind of getting blamed for circumstantial
Oh
shit?
no, I just think I think he's just getting blamed for it.
Nelly, do you think that the curse could be real? Is that why you brought it up?
No, because like I was in PC the other day and like everyone was saying the curse was real, and I'm just like, what? For real?
Ah,
Because like the way it was paneled, I think like right when they mentioned the disaster, and then like right before, I think like Loki popped up right after, and the thing with Loki's like uncle, like they like the uncle talked to him the next panel. Oh, the uncle's dead and stuff like that. So people are like, oh, like Loki's curse is probably causing everything. I'm just like, nah, no way. What?
Okay. But yeah, no, I don't think anyone here thinks that. But no, again, Oda's in great form. I think Pat and I said this the last time. If you want to continue this flashback until 2026, I am not angry at you. As badly as
Not
I
at
am
all.
ready to see Loki get active, I will wait. If we get the God Valley incident in full, I will fucking wait. Give me the Goon Valley incident, bro. I need that. I want it. They gonna find Shakuyaku's golden panties in a fucking treasure box.
That
bro.
is wild. Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's actually blooming everywhere, bro.
Y'all think Roger had to decide between her panties and baby Shanks? Like he's like, what do I pick?
Oh god.
Oh god.
Oh shoot. Yeah, no, I think he just. I forgot if he, I think if I remember correctly, didn't they open the chest and then find Shanks in there? Like, wait, what?
Yeah.
So I don't think he knew
Yeah.
they took Shanks. They thought, ooh, there's some treasure in here, probably a big piece of gold. It's like it's a fucking baby.
That's the son of destiny, though. So they
Mhm.
that's
I thought of one thing. My meatheadery is at peak right now. But for the God Valley incident itself, how would you rank the top 5?
Ooh.
So I'll go
Right,
I don't know
rock,
what people
rock
that
during it.
participated.
so so add Figureland, add Jay Garcia, add Ray Lee.
Roger Garp.
Yeah, so I think the top 3 for me would easily be Rox, Roger, then Garp perhaps. I think Figureland Garland has to be 4th, 3rd. And then I'd probably I think I'd give it to the Gorosei. I want to say Whitebeard, but I think I might at that point I might have to put the Gorosei above him. I don't know. How you guys feel about that? What do you think?
Yeah. Let me.
I agree with that list.
Yeah. Sorry, Pat. Would you have something to say?
No, I would say I agree with that list.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty much accurate in that order.
I don't even know if I hate the idea of putting Garling a little higher, but I'll put him at 4th for now.
I still need to see what Garling does to somebody that's not fodder, but I know he's a D.
Yeah, it's kind of he like coasting off his own. I don't want to say the word, but his.
No, for real, I get what you're trying to say. He's riding off the backs of his child's beast. You know, he's
the
strong.
Muffin Man. Hey,
Shout the Stabs and Shanks. Big Shamrock.
Like I see what his kids can do, so I know he's fire. I just need to see him do something to somebody that can take a hit.
So my top 5 is I think the top 3 like it literally said in 1155 that the 3 people of this era were Rox, Roger, and Garp. If it's the overall for majority of the God Valley, I think it's Rox, Roger, Garp. I think Roger goes above Rox at the end when he beats him. Like he just that's what he pushes him. But majority is Rox number 1. That Roger, Garp, and then 4 and 5 is hard. I could see it being Garland. I could see it being Garland. I think Garland, Cheeky, Whitebeard are fighting for that last 3 spots for me in any order. Maybe this is God's Valley was what pushes Whitebeard above him because I don't it doesn't seem like Shakky has a fight. I think he might fight Rayleigh here, you know. And then Silver Axe Kyo fights Gabon.
Rayleigh's the hero of the God Valley incident, by the way. He's the one who finds Shakky.
oh,
Roger's gonna hate on him. There's gonna be some Luffy shit when Nami was on the waiver and he's like fall. So yeah.
Yeah. So number 4, I'll go Shakky. Number 5 is Whitebeard and Garling tied.
Okay.
I'm cheating, but you know.
You got Shakky over Garling?
Yeah.
Interesting. Very interesting.
I have to see. Hey man, I can't go Sun Feats that much.
Okay. What about you, Nelly?
I can't rate Sun Feats that. I respect it.
Hey, fuck us.
I think they both surpassed them. Whitebeard and Garling might surpass him. I don't think she fighting was strong.
Okay. Nelly.
But we'll see.
yeah. I'm pretty much mirrored Liz's list. I think Roger at the end became the strongest, but coming into it is probably Rox, Roger. 3rd, yeah, Garp. Unfortunately,
You don't want to say it.
Respect Garp.
I'll give 4th to. I think I put respect to Whitebeard, honestly. Because I think the Rocks Pirates having that strong of a crew was the reason why they needed all those people. So Whitebeard being theirs, I have Whitebeard 4, and I think I'll have Garden 5 because he's
And 6 you'd have
firepower
JD
of his
Garcia. Oh, Jay Garcia. I keep calling him D. Sorry. Okay. Alan.
What were we doing?
Ranking the top 5 in strength in terms of the God Valley incident. So add Gorosei, that's there. Garcia, add Figureland, Garling, and Garp and whatnot. Who's the top 5 in terms of strength?
Okay. I'd say Rocks, Calvin Figureland, and then I think that at this moment, I don't know who I could pick out of Roger and Garp, so I probably have to put them equal.
Okay.
Let me think, because Whitebeard hasn't gotten his strongest man in the world title yet, right?
I don't believe he does.
Nah, not yet. He peaks till later.
Yeah.
Okay, so if this counts, then I'll go Rocks, Figureland. I just put them in order: Rocks, Figureland, Roger, Garp, and then Whitebeard.
Okay.
Good thing. A lot of respect being put on Figureland Garland's name. I like it.
The outstanding celestial dragon.
Shanks upscale. Let me stop.
Think about it. It's an infinite loop.
I know.
Yeah, running the scales to think of skill, bro.
Shanks upscale, Garling upscale. It just keeps on going, man.
Okay.
Oh, but wait though, it's not just a Shanks upscale. It's a Shamrock upscale.
Okay, hold on. Two-handed Shanks. Let's get it. Oh, all right. If you think of anything that you want to talk about that relates to the chapters that happened recently, let me know. But we're going to move on to our general discussion where we just kind of talk about interesting topics. I keep forgetting to ask Pat, you guys, to give me at least one. Next time, remind me to do that. But
yeah.
I want to say, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Just want to quickly. I don't know if you asked previous or like. I guess the more we got more info, but like, how do you think Rocks ended up dying? Like, how do you think he was like? I think Roger defeated him, but I'm not sure if he was the one that caused it.
I think he was betrayed.
Interesting.
I think he got kind of ganked. I'm not trying to downplay Garp and Roger quote unquote team up, or even just Roger himself, but I do think someone on the True really betrayed him and put him in a it made the situation even worse for him, that he was unable to escape. My biggest guess are Kaido, based on what he said about pirates betraying one another because of the environment he grew up in, and maybe feeling a way that he kicked them because of the Harl thing. But Kyo is very suspicious to me. He's suspicious.
Yeah, there's a whole traitor plot line we talk about.
Kyo?
They can go.
I actually
Like,
don't think Kaido or Whitebeard betrayed him.
I don't think it was Whitebeard.
I hope it's not Whitebeard, man.
I don't think it was Whitebeard.
But I don't think that Kaido did either, because like the way he talked about Rocks in Wano, he kind of like looks up to him.
He was one of the figures there when he said, "Do you think you can challenge me?" When Luffy, okay, yeah, okay, that's fair. Okay, not mad at that take.
One thing I would say, why do y'all think Rocks wasn't as attentive when they mentioned there might be a leak in the beginning of the chapter? It seemed like he just gonna burst it out, didn't really care. Do you just know it came with the territory of having a Davy back like field crew, or do you think he can just handle it regardless of, like, he has enough power?
I think he believed in his strength so much that it didn't matter to him. Like, if you tried to betray him, he just beat your ass.
Yeah, okay.
Because he
But
really
also,
yeah. Go ahead.
Go ahead. Finish your point.
I was gonna say, I don't think he doesn't really care about the infighting unless something is happening. Like, all right, yo, fight later. Marines are here.
Yeah.
Cut it out. You know, like, yeah.
And I was gonna say, I think the biggest X factor for God Valley is Harold.
Is who?
It's what?
Harold.
Oh, I forgot about Harold because of what the Gorosei said to him at the very end. I don't think Harold did it though.
Oh wait,
Yeah, you didn't do that shit.
if we're including Harold in God Valley, we have to change the list.
Oh yeah, he reaches the top 5. If he was there, he's in the top 5 for me.
Yeah.
I'd push out, who did I have last? Garcia. I'd push him to 6.
Yeah, Garcia would be off the list.
I know they have incredible Conqueror's Hawk here, whatnot, but I actually am not super impressed by his display against Luffy. I know Luffy at this point is Yonko level and everything, but like, Luffy was folding it. The only one that I felt like gave Luffy trouble was War Creek because he couldn't hurt him. for some reason. Like he was so
He's the top man for a
durable,
reason.
hard. Yeah, but like, Luffy was fighting him and Kizaru, turning him into pizzas, flinging him away. Like he was not, he was unbothered. Like, I think people underestimate how good of a showing Luffy had at Egghead. His biggest issue is that stupid fucking stamina problem keeps pissing me off. He needs to fix because he's always pushing himself to the absolute limit. But
just take some 5-hour energy, man.
I'm not don't make him lose.
Yeah, if we're including Herald at God Valley, I got Rocks 1, Herald 2, Roger
Roger
Garlink.
Let me stop.
And I'm out of that.
Yeah, I mean, I think he'll be top 5. I do think he's kind of overrated in a way that like people say he's like Rocks level, but like if you do the math, like he died in his mid 40s, right? Like he's like the equivalent mid 40s for a giant, right? 'Cause he's like 1 and something, right? 114.
You saying Herald overrated?
Yeah, well, like where they place him, I think he's strong, but I don't think like people saying like he's Rocks level or like he's like super insane. Like
I think he.
I mean,
died.
I think Loki takes right
Neither one
after
got
Herald.
blown back.
With the Clash.
Neither one of them got blown back when they clashed. So, like, in my
I
opinion, that
feel like
usually
they
just
had the
around same
most impressive clash because didn't they say everything around a 5-kilometer radius was? I mean, I guess he's really big too, but I don't know. I'm not. I think Herald is. I think Herald is one of them ones personally. I think like.
Oh no, like
It
I
wasn't-
just
it wasn't
think
a
like he's
suspect,
like
but it
just
was still
slightly
up.
below them if that makes sense. Like,
Okay.
because to me, like, or because he died in his mid 40s equivalent. Like,
Well, we don't know how he
he's-
died specifically.
Yeah,
right?
but we
Like,
don't know the
no, that's
circumstance.
not what I'm talking about. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the fact that like he wasn't really mentioned as like if he was like on that level, I feel like it would have mentioned like his name would have been mentioned or
I think
Whitebeard
he's one of the
around,
people
like,
that.
yeah,
I think he's
like,
one of
they
the people
would've
that might
been
have gotten erased from history.
that could be true.
I think I agree with that.
Yeah, because you got to think about it, Lizard. Not only is he an ancient giant, like one of the last of a old race, but this one of the people that like rebelled against Emu in the past, the race of people, and he's a conqueror's user, and he clashed with Harold, didn't get blown back, and the way I mean, I say he clashed with Harold, clashed with
Yeah, I
Rock,
know
didn't
you
get blown back, and Rock speaks to Harold as if he's an equal.
Yeah, that's true.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying he's like overrated doesn't mean I think he sucks. I think
guess
he's
I
like,
guess you're just
I know
putting. I
that.
think
I
I
know
guess you're
that.
just putting him a tier under like the Roger and Roxy.
or like at the end of the tier, if that makes
Okay.
the tier of
Okay.
VDI.
Okay. So
Yeah,
they're all
okay.
S tier. He's the last in the
Yeah.
column row. Okay.
That's what I meant.
All right. I think I don't know. I mean, I think Loki takes right after his dad in terms of strength, durability, and all that. Because that nigga jumped off the red line. He said, "What?" I said, "What?" Leo. But all right. So, in the One Piece world, right? This is just for some reason assuming like you are not going to be a captain. You could not lead your own crew. Which pirate captain would you align yourself with? Like, who would you like to sail under or with if you were gonna be a pirate in the One Piece world? Who could be? Who's gonna be your captain?
I have like a sub question to this. I don't know if it really matters or not, but like are we taking like eras into account, or we can just pick anybody?
Pick anybody. I almost wanted to extend this to also like if you wanted to be a Marine, who would you want to be your mentor? But maybe that could be a separate question.
Okay, I've talked about this, but I've always felt like Buggy was like a very a people's captain in a way. So
Buggy is interesting. I like that answer.
Yeah, because like I feel like people, of course, overestimate themselves when they enter One Piece. I mean, like when they imagine themselves entering.
They think they're gonna be a fucking top tier hockey conqueror. Yeah, like you might be a regular civilian. You might be an Usopp.
Yeah, it's just like and it's like and your charisma not gonna get you linked up a Rayleigh. Like it's just not gonna happen. But I would say out of the top tier, like they could be nice to like people quote unquote below them, but at the end of the day, they won't like really lock you in with them if you know like y'all know you won't go for it kind of thing. But I feel like Buggy is the only captain with like decent amount of motion that actually holds the common pirate to like a high standard. I mean, not high standard. That's not the word, but he not necessarily respect, but we see how with Empo down and even with what he's doing now, it's like Buggy as long as you have the dream and you have the conviction and you're willing to go the distance, he'll take you no matter who you are. You know, like you could be, um, from this background or that background. You don't no real like simple piece going on. It's like as long as you got the passion, the conviction. Because even Crocodile and Mihawk, they had their reasons for not wanting to really chase after the One Piece, but it was Buggy's speech that really got the crew going. Like to them,
But that shit moves me.
and then when they made their flag, they didn't make a flag of the other ones. They made it of Buggy. He was their guy, and Buggy kind of motivates and he kind of gives them a future, or he gives them an opportunity for them to go, even though these are not even like characters, but they're all very loyal and stuff to Buggy. Whereas like the other top tiers, everyone around them is very special. There's special existences, special backgrounds. So if I was to be in the story, there's no way I would fit in with anyone except like a crew that's more, like a Buggy kind of crew. And especially since he actually surprisingly has the motion to keep up, even though it's almost like a gag, but it works. And Cosgo is actually extremely dangerous. So,
How long do you say you were thinking about this?
That'd be my guy.
How long you say you're thinking about this? That was a really good answer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Put some thought into it. I'll go next. My pick is, at first I was like, Roger, because he's my that's my goal, pirate. But I thought it'll be fun. You'd be partying all the time. But then I remembered that he doesn't have a cook, and he
You see, I'm trying to eat good food. Don't kill me, fam.
and he
Hold on, Lizard. Be the chef. Hold on.
Yeah, hey.
I'm not doing that. I know, man. They say he like Luffy. I know he's stank ass like. He only showers when he sees Kujaku.
Him and Zoro.
That's funny. He's like when he sees the Kujaku ship, not Kujaku, the Kuja pirate ships. Like he's like, yeah, let me shower, quick. Then I thought about Shanks, right? Because I think that's kind of better. I feel like that would be a better version. Like you'd be partying. Like I don't really care about like in a way, I'm not trying to like do all this like crazy shit in a way, but then like it would be fun it'd be a little more chill on Shank's ship, but also I'd have to spend like at least a few months every year going to the East Blue and just waiting around while Shanks claps Makino's cheeks. Like
try to re-up.
I'm not trying to be like, yo, I have to just sit in this fucking town talking to Whoop Slap while Shanks gets his shit done.
Damn.
I just think that like Luffy's crew is the best. Not even about Luffy. Just forget about Luffy. It's just Frankie and Thousand Sunny. You know how insane that ship is? Like,
yeah.
And Sanji. That's a trio. That's a trio.
I know you hate that man.
Yeah, I mean he's useless, but he's also like, what is he gonna do? Snipe something from me? I'm gonna get a good meal from Sanji. It doesn't have to be the best, but it's better than anything I'll get in most other ships. And then I can have Frankie just build some room for me that I can just chill there. I got the MC plot armor with him.
Look,
yeah.
It's all fun and games and leisure until you have to go along with one of Luffy's whims. Just remember
but
that.
I had the MC plot armor with me, man. We good.
You don't know about that.
That's not gonna stop you from getting into danger, bro.
Hey, man.
He gonna live?
I'll know before I go, so I just gotta trust him. Gotta trust Luffy.
Okay.
I thought True and Baroque have MC plot armor, and then they got fucked up.
Yeah, but they lost to Mr. 3. Their aura was always.
What about you, Nelly or Pat? Whoever wants to go next. I'll go last on this one. I've said this. I've given my answer on this before. So.
Yeah, Nelly said he's gonna be on Buggy's ship.
Oh wait, shoot, my bad. Go ahead, Pat or Allen. My bad.
For me, I think it's just obvious answer.
Shanks.
You have to go with.
I think.
You got to, because look, Shanks, he not dumb. That's number one. Number two, you can talk to him however the fuck you want. Like you can just, as long as you're a crew member, you keep it respectful. Like you could be your best friend. He chill. He go along with the flow. Y'all go around, y'all partying. He always got money. You never worried about going broke. Then the members on the crew, They got Lucky Roo. They got Ben Beckman, Yasop. They gonna be chilling, having a good time. Rockstar. You got the monkey.
You
Yeah,
got
that's
the
not gonna teach you how to
monkey.
be a
You're never
bad
gonna be
father,
bored.
man. Yeah, stuff's gonna be like this. How you run away from your
Nah, I'm not gonna lie. No one wanted to take care of you. Actually, no. Let me not see that.
And then if we get into combat, I don't have to do much because Shank's gonna solo everybody. Oh shit.
He
Can
protects
you
the
stop
weak.
Kaido from coming to Marine Ford? That's crazy. That's,
Yeah.
Damn. Who that guy?
Okay. Alan.
So if I would normally like naturally pick Luffy because that's just my guy.
Mm-hmm.
But if I'm actually like thinking about me being in the One Piece, I probably would actually have to choose Whitebeard.
Ooh.
Like you know for sure, like wherever you're from, your hometown's gonna protect you. Whitebeard's gonna protect you. He's gonna make sure you're good no matter what. It seems like it's like a real family thing over there. Like I mean, I don't want to like try to compare it, but like both the Straw Hats and the Whitebeards, like they're like family, but they're different families if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I would just have to choose the Whitebeard power. So he's strongest man on the ocean. You can not even just you be able to just build yourself up while being in his crew and knowing that you can gain strength and notoriety that way.
Mm-hmm. I like that
But
answer.
yeah.
That's a good answer.
But
There's-
remember, Alan, you're gonna have to go to Marine Ford.
I'm with it. Shit, Ace my nigga. I'm with it.
he said
I'm
Ace.
there.
He said Ace is my man's. I'm actually going to ask the extended question after this, just out of curiosity. But so I really like Nelly's answer. That's one of my favorite answers I've ever gotten asking this question. That buggy one really moved me. But I have one answer. But I'm just gonna throw out two options. Believe it or not, the idea of being on Teach's crew is interesting to me from the standpoint of I can be my own individual.
Yeah.
So I had the freedom to kind of pursue my own goals, but yeah, Blackbeard's like, oh, we have to go get this fruit. All right, fine, we pulling up to Amazon Lily, cool. But like, I might just like as one of the 10 Titanic captains, I can kind of like do my own thing, like whatever my goal is. I don't know, look for some bitches. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, but like I'm chilling in my own way. But it's still chaotic because there could be a lot of infighting. So I wouldn't choose that. My answer has always been Law. The downside of being a part of Law's crew is I don't think he has a strong crew. He kind of carries his crew. Yes, against Blackbeard, we saw them go in the water and spit some shit. I'm like, okay, they're not completely useless, but they don't move me. So like, I do think on that crew, I would have to be a top tier combatant. Like I'd have to make sure I'm training and getting my, like I work out all the time, so I wouldn't mind. But like, I'm probably gonna usurp the Beppo role from the standpoint of being the second strongest, if that makes sense. And I know I have.
He's gonna play better than Beppo.
That bear's not fucking with me. But even off the chopper molly, he's not fucking with me. But so that's the downside. But I kind of like Law's demeanor. He's calmer. He thinks out things more like we'd get along. From that standpoint, where like he's level-headed enough that I don't have to do the craziest things. Though Law will get active sometimes. I know we're going after Dofi at some point. I'm not excited about it. I don't want to do it, but we're here. We're gonna have to do that. So I actually would pick Law. Also, because he's such a good doctor, I'm not saying I'd be reckless, but like I'm good. Like I could lose a limb, he could like reattach. You know what I mean? Like there's some pros that come with it. He can like heal me up if I get fucked up bad. He's like, oh shoot, let me save him. Like I'll be okay. But what Lizard said moves me. He don't got a chef. Where the chef? Where's Sanji at? I need a chef, bro. I'm trying to eat. I'm trying to eat, bro. I am hungry belly. Pat has met me. He knows I'm big back. Like I gotta eat. So I feel like I'm gonna be doing the cooking, or I'm going every island I'm leaving. I'm going straight to a restaurant. I don't know. So, but I'd pick Law. So. I'll be a heart pirate, so yeah. So if I extended this question out to any and all factions, Marines, world government, bounty hunters, if you will, revolutionaries, and pirates, or I guess remove pirates because we just did that. Who would you guys align yourself with? Like, you guys gonna follow Dragon? Like, what y'all thinking? You gonna be under Garp like Kobe? Like,
I think I'd still choose piracy.
okay, but assuming you weren't.
Oh yeah. Maybe revolutionaries.
You know, if you get kidnapped, he ain't coming for you, right?
I knew that was coming.
He gonna look to the east and hit his ellipses. dot. Like he's
I
red.
definitely just couldn't join the world government. Oh no, I couldn't be. I couldn't be
Winning right now.
You not joining Cypher Pull, bro?
No, I can't.
You not hitting the tech kite?
Ask someone.
Can we join the newspaper?
Shit. I'm with that. Shit. Yeah, shit. Be a journalist.
So I'll be taking pictures.
He said he about to do propaganda for Morgan's.
Hey, Big Hands Morgan is a rookie. He's a rookie.
I need more pictures of Spider-Man, Alan. Where's Spider-Man? I was thinking that. I'm mad at that.
Yeah, I think mine's just. You said I go under, maybe sword, but under core. Because that training insane, man. It's already just being able to get that strong. Like, he made Kobe that strong. I could become.
He can't make Kobe that strong.
I mean, he didn't, but like.
Yes, he did.
He
Battleship bags. That's Garb's regiment.
y'all just gotta get that
He
training.
gave him the tools, but Kobe had to put in the work.
Kobe
Yeah,
did.
yeah, but you don't get the tool.
Yeah, I've always said Kobe has boasted the highest growth rate in One Piece, and it's not close to me.
He's, in a way, he's definitely the hardest worker. You can argue he's hard.
Yeah.
He has no talent, no lineage.
He was a fucking cabin boy, a complete non-combatant, and look where he is today. That's the fastest anyone's gotten that strong. I have so much respect for Kobe.
Yeah, I think I train then be sword, and then we'll see after that. Like, I feel like sword gives me less restrictions. Like, the fact that like you can't pull up on a Yonk or do anything when a Yonk was there. You gotta just sit there and let the what's it called, them all figure it out. But he just said, yeah, I'm sword, and they're like, yeah, just do what you want. It's cool to me. I can kind of move where I want. But hey, man, maybe Holy Knight, man, dirty humans on the surface, they're not ready, man.
That's crazy.
He said, "Put me in the palace with the emerald jewels." I ain't mad at it.
Is it gonna be part of his name, bro?
Oh, that's funny.
Nah, but it's just Garp. It's under Garp and sword. Pick.
I'm not mad at that. Who didn't go?
For me,
Go ahead.
I would remember how I said I already went to school, so I don't want to watch anime about school and shit like that.
Yeah.
The same thing applies with I was already a Marine. I'm not gonna be a Marine anymore. Fuck all that shit.
Okay.
I'm joining the Revolutionary Army.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Me?
You know, if
me?
anything happens to you, he's not coming for you, right?
No, but listen.
I will.
Me,
Don't worry.
Takokun, Koala, Hack, we getting active. Eva-chan too, we getting active.
All right.
I'm gonna be over there. I'm gonna run Fishman Karate, and I'm gonna be learning what Sabo doing with the Dragon Fist.
Dragon Ball,
I'm pretty sure he learned that from Dragon.
Yeah.
Okay.
Saying them stuff.
Go
My
ahead.
man Hockey gonna be on point.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
What about you, Nelly?
Yeah, I call you like in this scenario, definitely freedom would be the one I'll go for. So I'm not ambitious enough to die for like some dream. So definitely not a pirate. I mean, definitely not a pirate captain. But I feel like what you said with like being a Blackbeard commander, I feel like that free reign and like the perks, like cause like keep reading you up with fruits, just cause.
Well, this is no pirates. It's everything.
Oh,
besides.
it's no pirates.
Yeah, so any other faction.
Oh, okay. If it's no pirates, then
Shit,
yeah,
you could be. If you want to be an underworld broker, I don't care. Whatever you want to be, bro.
Yeah.
Oh,
You could join. You could join Galela and build chips. Whatever works for you, bro. Whatever. Think about every other faction that exists. If you want me to come back to you,
yeah.
I won't even lie to you. Let Borsalino mentor me. You know why I laugh at the idea of being Marine? I'm gonna be like Garp. not from the standpoint like I don't know if I'll be the Marines. I'd be so unruly. I'd probably get kicked out in like 10 years and be free
Big
anyway.
business Borsalino.
Yeah, like they gonna be like, don't do this. I'm like, I'm gonna do it anyway. Like I would chain of command. I'm not listening. I'm on my smoker gimmick, you know, like like I'm gonna just do what I gotta do, whatever I believe. But I probably wouldn't last long. If Sabo was leading the Revolutionary Army, I'd join.
Yeah,
Don't worry, give us
man,
crazy.
He'll be up there.
Pat,
Soon enough, soon coming.
Pat's gonna convince Dragon to look west.
No one picks Celestial Dragon. You're not trying to have 18 wives.
Nah,
Yeah.
the one guy that was killed by curling, it was like, bro, you make one mistake, you out of here.
Naya, I'm surprised. I'm like kind of disappointed. I'm surprised you didn't pick Baroque works, man. Like shit.
That's still a pirate crew to me, even though
What
it's
do you
run
mean?
like,
Like, I
it's
feel
still
like it's
still
fun.
is, even though it's run like a mafia. And as much as I love Crocodile, he don't trust nobody. I'm scared. He go dry my ass up.
That nigga don't tolerate failure at all.
Yeah, I'm scared.
Yeah, okay. I think I'll probably work with Morgan. I feel like that's like the chillest job.
Yes, sir.
Yo, I'm
Travel
trying to
around the world.
lie in the newspaper, bro. I'm trying to lie.
You choose what everyone believes in. That's crazy.
I'm spreading propaganda and lies.
Oh, he beat Pat, his Yonko. Everyone believed it. I was like, damn.
I'm in the newspaper like that boy
You
kid.
didn't listen to world government.
Yonko
Morgan
means
knows
four emperors. That nigga said fifth emperor. He said Goko. Like what?
Yo,
I like that answer. I'm not mad at it.
yo, what about Korea's assistant? Okay.
I'm not mad at that. But here's my problem. I live in Canada. I hate the winter. I ain't living on no fucking Drum Island, bro.
That is true.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm good with my.
I guess the last part of this question is now if you can choose to be anything, and I don't really care if you mean pirate captain or whatever, but would you want to be a marine, a pirate, a bounty hunter, a revolutionary? You know, like what would you want to be if you were going to be in the One Piece world? Because I think I'd naturally be a bounty hunter. I feel like I'd be on the Zoro gimmick. I have terrible navigation skills, so I'm lost, and it's like, oh, you have a bounty. I'm hungry. Beat your ass, hand you in, eat some food. I feel like I'd be a bounty hunter.
I'd be pirate. It's just a freedom. Like, I know Luffy and them want to go to the pirate. You don't have to be a pirate. You just couldn't sail. Like, revolutionaries is cool, and I respect what they're doing, but you have to work for a goal, right? Like, there's always like everything is enhanced at the ultimate top of the world government, and then you have the marine. Same thing. You're just kind of restricted. It's just the freedom of a pirate doing whatever. I could be chilling in a port one day. I could be cruising around the other day. Like, it's just chill.
So you'd be like, would you say like you'd be like a chill pirate, like some Shang shit, like you're not looking for trouble, but if trouble comes to me, you will get clapped.
I
or
might like.
or would you be a chaos merchant? You seeking for trouble. You're looking for trouble. You want smoke.
I feel like at a certain point, like until I build my strength up, I might be looking for more challenges so I can get strong. But once I reach enough level, I can be chill and like not worry about much. I will just be chilling like Shang.
Okay.
Typing some cheeks, you know.
I feel it. I'm pulling up to the brothel on every island I'm on. Immediately.
They're gonna be like how
Go
Gabon,
crazy,
like
bro.
Shang's was talking about Gabon.
They'd be like, all right, we're on this new island. Where's Hemmings? Open the door. Where the bitch?
20 years later, your cabin boy talking about they knew him in every port, man. Like,
I even feel like he could be part of Mads. He could be a scientist or something. But yeah, what you guys got though? What you guys got? I said you said pirate. I said
pirate captain.
I just feel like I just end up being known as a bounty hunter. I'd just be doing my own thing. I'd just be like a vagabond, I guess. But like when I'm hungry, if I see you have a bounty, I'm beating your ass and I'm handing you in. I'm trying to eat. I might even stack my bread. Like, hold on, let me catch like 3 of y'all. Not even spend this. Put in my bank account. I don't know. Pat, what about you?
If you would have asked me this question, probably like 2-3 years ago, I would have said pirate. But like, yeah, I would have fun, sail the seas, fuck, nobody tell me what to do. But like, real life is radicalizing me by the day, so I'm going revolutionary.
Okay. Nah,
Because the
man,
people at the top, oh my god,
we need
get
the
the fuck out of here.
we need them gone. Alan.
I'm choosing piracy. Just like we
Yeah.
already said, the freedom to just do whatever you want.
Hmm.
Like if you're a pirate, you can still do like all the revolutionary shit anywhere. You know.
That's fair. You can liberate islands and put your
That's
flag up
true.
there and whatnot. That's true. Nelly, you have your answer now?
Yeah, I could just go back by probably pirate. The freedom, like they said, be like a commander, like Siberia commander, because you could technically just leave at any point.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
But
he can really hold you
when
too
he
much.
summons the gang, you gotta pull up. But otherwise, you're just kind of affiliate. Okay, yeah, I feel that. That makes sense to me. All right. So, what do you guys expect from the Cross Guild moving forward in the story? Like, when do you think they're gonna get active? How are they gonna get active? And talk to me about why Crocodile's the real leader. Go ahead. You know, I genuinely believe that, right? Just so you guys know,
over
it's not a
Roxy
gimmick.
Buggy.
You know, you
Not over the
want to know why? Do you want to know why? It can't be
You're
any
the
of the
one that
bums.
came up with the idea.
Exactly. It can't be any of the bums under Buggy. While Buggy is the figurehead, you know he's not leading shit. Mihawk is not doing shit but sitting there, doing nothing. Who the one who had to amass the funds? Who the one who got Mihawk on board? Who's the one who even gave Buggy? Yo, he's running the ship. I truly believe that. He's the leader. But yeah, what do you guys expect the Cross Guild to actually like do and get act? When are they gonna get active? Like, what do you expect from them? Do you think they're gonna have a huge major role? Do you think it's gonna be more of an end game thing? Like, what are you thinking? What are you thinking?
I've learned never to leave Count Buggy out.
That's fair. That's fair. That's an answer. What's he gonna do though? Because I do respect him wanting to go for the One Piece. So do you think that as a result of this, because that's technically Crocodile's original dream to be Pirate King, do you think they're gonna go after the poneglyphs now? I know it's hard. It's hard.
How they would be able to read them.
Well, I guess at first get the rubbings. Just step one. At least get the rubbings. You know. Figure it out later. Kidnap Robin. I don't know. I feel like they're gonna. I feel like after Elbaf ends, I guess I'll give my take first. I think after Elbaf ends, we're gonna see that they've actually made a few moves in the world. I think a lot of it will be attributed to Buggy, and he'll get a lot of the acclaim and notoriety, and maybe his bounty goes up a little bit more. But I do think that a major event's gonna happen with them at the helm. It could even just be something as simple as they sent Marines after Mihawk or something, and they just completely decimated something like a Buster Call, completely decimated them. I think the next time we hear about them, they're gonna be in the news for something major. I don't know what necessarily, but that's the best I got for the time being. You could say I don't know. I don't know is a fair answer, by the way. You don't know.
Yeah, I do like Cross Guild. I feel like with the effect Cross Guild is having now, because the Marines, of course, have dominated the seas for so long, and only recently, the revs has really been ramping up. Because as we see with Herald, even though like the Marines are very fishy, of course, but there's literally no other option when it comes to organizations that want to do good for the world. So he feels like he has to be part of the world government if he's like pro peace. But we all know the Marines are not like that at all. Dragon joined the Marines, realized they're not on shit.
There's no
so
justice
he made
there.
the Reds.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And then, but even when he made the Reds, Dragon played the long game. So it's only recently where the I mean, of course, it's like there's so many factors to why the Marine prestige lowered. Of course, the Pirates, of course, doing their thing, but the Revs, of course, especially recently, have had severe blows to the Marines to the point where they're now dispatching like holy knights to like deal with them.
Mm-hmm.
So this is like we're reaching like emu subordinates has to now come in to handle like the stuff the Revs are doing, and then but these are things that are happening like under the table. Like normal people won't see like the Celestial Dragon's food being cut off and stuff like that. But what they do see is, Cross Guild having like civilians kill Marines, and they actually had a named character die from across guild, and then even Sura and them was talking about how, like how civilians are giving the Marines so much trouble and stuff like that. And this is not a solution they can easily solve. Like they just have to wipe out Buggy's crew as soon as possible to dismantle the whole cross guild. Because as long as Buggy's crew exists or cross guild exists, civilians are now being tempted. It's actually funny that like there are more people tempted to fight Marines than to fight pirates. Like that's kind of funny. But
It speaks volumes.
yeah, and then
Corruption is only good if I can benefit from it.
yeah, so cross guild being able to lower Marines prestige so much, I feel like that's gonna be one of the deciding factors when like the Revs and pirates when they give that, but cross guild will be like maybe like that deciding factor to really put the Marines in like a very desperate situation. So
I like
I'm
that
loving cross guild. I'm liking what they're doing, liking the direction. So yeah, I'm excited if we do like after Elbaf see like maybe another big Marine got killed, or maybe they try to counterattack, because they already said like this is one of the more dangerous stuff or priority.
And Mihawk was known as the Marine Hunter at one point. That's the thing.
Yeah, so
I like that.
if
I like
they
that.
can handle
Lowering the
it,
prestige of the Marines. I like that. The more like, okay, I like that.
Yeah. I think my theory on cross guild is gonna have to tie it to Blackbeard's.
Talk to me.
It's inherently tied to what Blackbeard's gonna do.
Talk to
Because I think I don't think Blackbeard's crew is strong enough to be like this like final crew like worthy. Like all of them besides like I mean he has some good hits, right? Like to me, like I could see it where they have their first class with the Luffy, right? But and like all of them defeated, and we know Blackbeard is enough to he'll just dip on them, he'll snake all of them. I feel and like things like I can't see Shiryu being a final boss. Like after he beats Mihawk, he's gonna have to fight Shiryu
Right?
at the end
I see what you
type
mean.
shit. So
That
it's
would
kind
be
of
so
like
bad.
to me, it's like the way I see it is like they like
I have a theory though.
his he like Blackbeard's crew loses, but he's able to get away, right? Most of them are gone, like destroyed and all that. He goes and he takes over Cross Guild, and he kind of uses it to mirror the Rocks in a way, where like I believe the theory of like like a lot of the warlords are gonna join the
Like Doffy.
yeah, like Dolphy. I mean, maybe they convince Moria being like, yo, if you join us, we won't take like they might threaten him in a certain way. And he'll have like other people joining him. I don't think Boa will join them, or if she does, it'd have to be on a Gloriosa pack where she just joins them as a way to get close to
Luffy.
Luffy. But yeah, that's my theory. Like it's gonna just accumulate with either like Blackbeard taking it over and becoming the leader.
Wait, real quickly, so you think the Blackbeard pirate can beat the Tribe pirates right now? Is that like the basis of it, or you mean later down the line they won't be able to?
I just think most of them like there's some good people, but I just don't see them as like final villain level. Like
They don't
like-
seem super extra untouchable powerful to be this. I kind of get what he means.
Yeah.
For the Straw Hats, to some degree, it makes sense because you got like your Usops and whatnot. But my kind of theory is that I actually genuinely do think that Blackbeard will get Emu's ability and enhance them with that darkness shit, and that's gonna be the thing that ups them. That's just I don't know. I could be wrong though. I still like the idea of Blackbeard being the final villain over Emu personally, but we'll see what happens. Any other thoughts for the Cross Guild? Crocodile Guild?
I could see them doing a partnership or a team up with the revolutionaries to further their goals,
Ooh.
because they both have a common enemy with the Marines. So I definitely expect them to do something along the lines of being a thorn in the Marines' backs at this time.
Okay.
Especially after they already got rid of the Shichibukai system. Like, yeah, they got a big target on their backs.
Okay. Alan, do you have any thoughts on the Cross Guild doing something in the future, or you good on that?
Well, I mean, I don't really know like what exactly they could be doing in the future. I just want to see Mihawk finally do something.
That That feels like a great segue into the next question.
Do you want to start or should I?
So someone else could start.
This is
I could go last. Which legendary One Piece figure doesn't move you on a personal level? And it's not necessarily you think they're weak or they suck or whatever, but it does not move you. It could be Shanks, a Roger, a Whitebeard, a Shiki, or whatever.
y'all saying
like,
that you.
like
The rat.
who who does not move you? Who does not move you?
Let me not speak.
Nah,
No, go ahead. I know what you want to say. Go ahead and say it. You're safe here. Don't worry. I'll jump you later. I mean, you're safe.
Well, agenda purposes, like I respect Garp, but I don't have Garp. Not strength wise, but I feel like there's a lot of problems with him. I feel like as high as he is, he needs to be more locked in terms of like how he moves. But I do like he's cool. He's fine. He's fine. So Garp's the only thing. Like for me, it's just like he's good enough, but I definitely are not like the goat kind of, you know. But the true fraud is definitely gonna be Sir Mihawk. I feel like
cool.
Mihawk has a he's the only top tier that nobody talks about. Like I feel like all the top tiers all know each other. Well, not all know, but like they clash and respect each other. So like Kaido talks about Big Mom talks about Kaido, Whitebeard talks about Shane, like they all are like in a group, and then they all have like the OGs they respect and all of that. And when the top tiers are talking, Mihawk's just not at the table. Like no one brings him up ever. When they talk about these are all the good fights I had.
Keep spitting.
He talked about his people. No one brings up Mihawk. They're like, oh yeah, that guy's a great fighter. Yada yada yada. And then the gap. And then when it also comes, because I know Hems isn't a big fan of Dragon, and that's respectable. But my thing is that the reason why with like Mihawk and Dragon, my thing is that Mihawk's title comes purely off power, as in every swordsman that exists, I'm stronger than all of them. And I feel like if you're saying that, you have to at least beat one named swordsman that's not named like East Blue Zoro, and he hasn't like done that. So even though
you beat Shanks.
No, it's not confirmed.
No,
yeah, like they were rivals.
He's just making shit up. Look at this. This is my issue with Mihawk. Shanks beat him. Niggas just making shit up.
It's crazy how all these civilians know who Shanks is, but they don't know who Mihawk is.
Yo, that scene
Mihawk doesn't do anything.
But I would say that the gap between and then also people don't really fear Mihawk. Like we see like people that are not as good as like the top tier, like when they meet like a Yonko for the first time, there's always like this big like chasm that's all right, we can't surpass this. But like when Kisame and Mihawk, the strongest swordsman to exist currently, no one gave a fuck. Like it was okay, like all right, let me fight Mihawk.
Strongest in the world apparently.
And then Mihawk couldn't even like the gap between Mihawk and Shanks, according to a lot of Mihawk fans, he should one-shot him. He should be like, bitch, you're not on my level at all. Good, but he postponed the fight, and I'm just like, okay. So like I don't know, his career, he doesn't do anything, and he talks about like in the Sweeney fights, no one knows who they are, and then he works for the government, and then they're the one that pushes reputation too. So like, there's some shady stuff going there as well. So I don't know. I feel like he is strong, but yeah, the fact that the top tiers don't talk about him, and then he doesn't really beat any name characters like that. Or at least the name characters they don't say he's strong. Like, Shanks pulled up to Whitebeard and said, hey, Blackbeard is a problem. And that's before Blackbeard even, like, was moving like that. And he fought
me. In that same conversation, Whitebeard said, oh, I remember you from the fight.
I'm not moved at all by that, man.
Oh,
yo, hold on, tag me in, Nelly.
Either. But, all right.
Tag me
this ain't a Mihawk defense, so keep going.
Nelly, tag me in. I got shit to Mihawk.
Go ahead, Liz.
Listen, man, this man is such a fraud. First of all, Nelly brought it up. Sit in VC, the VC. Look what just look at this. Just one of the funniest panels. Look how Usopp reacts to Mihawk versus Shanks. Like, this is bumfuck nowhere. They do not know who he is. He doesn't beat people. Like, he hasn't beat anybody. Like,
Okay,
the whole
literally in
thing.
that same. Hold on, wait. Before you continue, because I get what you're saying, but in that same panel, Usopp's dad is on Shanks' ship.
Yeah,
Of
but
course, he knows who Shanks is.
You still don't know him like that.
no, but he said, of course, is my dad really on that great ship? So he didn't know he was on that ship.
Yeah.
Like, he just didn't know. But, yeah, like, it's just like, nobody moves him. Like, apparently he, like, they say he fought, like,
No, this is crazy.
you seen it, Pat? Like, eh,
Hey.
like they say he beat everybody and got to swordsman, but he didn't beat Shanks. Like, what other top tier swordsman was there after Roger died? Shanks, Shiki maybe, but we pretty much know he didn't beat Shiki because he haven't said anything. Nobody knew him at Wano. How you in the land of sword? Nobody knows.
To give a beast
You're
That's
cheating fake,
that's
man.
a big deal to be. You didn't go to the
Your
land of
chain
the
is
samurai
fake.
and swordsmen?
Woo!
him.
And then,
They
like,
should have came to him.
no,
They're isolated. They don't half of them don't even know shit
Keep,
about the
keep,
outside.
keep going, Lizard. I'm charging up. I'm charging up.
listen, man.
Woo!
Then I was talking in VC a couple of days ago and we brought up a good point. Like, a lot of these people he hasn't fought, Noshjuro, Shamrock, and then like two of the biggest ones I thought about is Aramaki and Fujitora, same swordsmen, but that were hidden. So we know he hasn't fought them. He runs away. He acts like he's like the like. Most Mihawk fans are just Zoro fans. Hype him up so that he can be the strongest of all time.
Tag
But he
me
has
in.
nothing to go for him.
Tag me.
No important at all. And then let me talk about my worst thing. I hate the black blades. The way they push black blades as like some insane thing where like it's a good feat, don't get me wrong, but we don't know how to make it. And they be saying, yo, Fox doesn't have a black blade, Roger doesn't have one. That means Mihawk's stronger. Like, the logic is just because Mihawk and Ryuma the only two to do it. It means it must mean that they're better hockey users, even though nothing in the story tells you that. Like, do you think Kaido would say, Mihawk brought this era to his feet with hockey alone? Like, no. Like, they're not gonna say that, man. Like, he wasn't moved by him. I mean, I know it's a kind of a meme, but he was not in his top 5. Nobody cares about Mihawk. Like, he's a bum. Like, all the examples are just people wanking him so that he can be like.
Liz, and real quick, we saw swordsman Holden met Whitebeard and Mihawk met Whitebeard. Holden moved real different. That's all I'm gonna say. Holden moved real different.
Yeah,
I'm gonna just say this because I'm kind of indifferent on Mihawk. My agenda's not like that strong. My problem with him is the same problem with Kaido. For people who claim you care about fighting strong people, you don't do nothing. You don't get active. Leave your fucking house. Is my issue. The one time you were bored, the one time Mihawk left his house and he was bored, he found a swordsman he thought was worthy of challenging himself someday. Leave the crib and stop it. I'm sick and tired of you just sitting there in your fucking little coffin boat. Do something. Get active. All right? Kaido's the same thing. Oh, great war, yada yada. What does he do? Drink in his castle. Shut the fuck up. You are not about smoke like that. You're just not. You know what Goku does? He looks for fights because he's a fight sexual. You know what Kenpachi does? Oh, there's a Ryoka. Ooh, which one's the strongest? I'm gonna beat his ass. That's a smoke seeker.
Yeah.
Mihawk is not that. That's all I'm saying.
I think Nelly made me remember another point is like the whole like he's world's strongest swordsman. Any swordsman has to be, and because it ruins Zoro's dream, which I think people overrate the importance of Zoro's dream to the story. Like, they think like it's like the second or third most important plot point. Don't get me wrong, it's important, but it's just as important as every other Straw Hat's dream. Like, he's not gonna he's so many things that he established in other roles. Like, people say he has to surpass Roger or like Rock because they have swords and make Zoro's dream be ass. But like, no, he doesn't. Roger, Rocks, they're tied to other storylines. It's not Zoro at all. Like, even like the story tells, like, it's tied to like his, like, you want to compare it, it'd be tied to Rayleigh more than anything in the whole gen. But anyways, I was gonna that's like a kind of side tangent, but I just want to say like if we follow the rules of swordsman and like the title being everything, then old Whitebeard was stronger than him. The old like meds up Whitebeard was stronger because he had the title. Like,
yeah.
Yeah, he's strongest in the world. If we know logic, we just go off title. Like, but when you say that, Mihawk finds suddenly understand context and be like, oh no, well, you gotta look at the context, and he wasn't actually the strongest. Like, why can't we do that with Mihawk? Like, who has he fought to see he's the strongest?
And,
Like,
and
he
they also
just
saying that he didn't make his black bleed black. Like he said like Zoro got Hema.
oh
Like they
yeah,
just said Mihawk might have also got
yeah. I mean,
before.
it's called Yoru,
Yeah.
but yeah, Mihawk is just a bum, man. It's just like
The
people
spider
like,
getting
I don't know what they do.
egregious.
But Pat, you can like, I'll pass the rock to you. I'll alley-oop it to you.
I catch the oop, and I'm finna 360 windmill slam dunk this hoe. Because look, Mihawk is not a weakling, okay? We're not here to say that this nigga is, trash or anything like that.
Going on with
But
him.
my God, I am sick and tired of all you niggas putting him in conversation. Not, I'm absolutely tired of it. It has been stated from the very beginning: the strongest pirates on the seas are the Yonko. What is Shanks? A Yonko. What is Mihawk? Not a Yonko. It should be 1 + 1 = 2. There's something about the way you niggas read the story. I just don't understand. You're not comprehending this shit.
I
Bro,
don't think that's true.
Mihawk,
They said Shanks got
no.
stronger too.
Because
So
But look,
Mihawk
look,
beat
look,
him.
what
look,
is
look, look,
Boa?
look.
What is Boa?
A baddie.
Bro, but look, listen to what I'm saying. Mihawk pulled up to Marineford because he was bored, not because the Marines said that he needs to be, just because he was bored. I'll give him that. He said, I want to measure the distance between myself and the world's strongest man. I'm like, okay, I'm intrigued. So go fight him. Why are you sending slashes from a distance, bro? Like, it's not moving me. The way this nigga is going about trying to prove that he's really about that shit. Then he gets stopped by this. And I'm not saying Vista sucks or anything like that, but like, you're telling me the world's strongest man couldn't deal with a swordsman who's not on his level? So I guess that's what Vista upscaled then, right? Because Vista obviously held him to that spot. He couldn't do shit with him. Then after that, you talk about some Black Blade, Black Blade, Black Blade. I don't give a fuck. That nigga went to the seas, found Zoro like everybody said, and he was like, okay, I'm interested. So you couldn't have gone to the seas before and gone to Wano and fight all the swordsmen and samurai over there?
Leave
That's where
your
the first Black Blade originated
house.
from, right?
I just have one question about that. Who over there was worthy? Who in Wano was?
Oh
was
nah,
actually-
don't do that. You have to fight him first. You have to fight him first.
You don't
Yeah,
know,
you have
man.
to
Like,
find out. They know that Wano is the land of the samurai. It's produced
know-
legends already. So you need
Odin.
to go over there. You had niggas like Ryuma come from Wano. You had niggas like Odin come from Wano. Denjiro was not a scrub. He was still there. Like, he could have gone there and fought somebody noteworthy to prove his title. Then niggas talk about everybody that has a sword is a swordsman. So that means Mihawk is stronger than them. No, the fuck, that is not the case. It doesn't make any sense. There's a difference between using a fucking sword and being a goddamn swordsman. When you look at niggas like Hiei, you look at niggas like Kenshin, those are fucking swordsmen. When you look at a nigga like Sasuke, Sasuke is not a fucking swordsman. He just uses a sword because it's convenience. When Shanks uses his sword, does Shanks use a sword attack? No, he uses.
Man.
yeah, like just to add to that real quick, and Pat, I agree. Like, one thing is like they say like, oh, like they use the kind of Zoro example. Zoro has to be the strongest sword at the end. But my thing is like, if Law is stronger than Zoro by the end of the series, but like 60 to 70% of strength comes from Elbaf, does that mean he's a better swordsman? No, like you can't, like, most of his power comes from his swordsman. I mean, his Delver.
Bro, Law is stronger than Zoro. What? No. He's stronger than Zoro. No. Yes,
Well,
he
definitely.
is. He's stronger than Zoro right now. Does that mean that he's a better swordsman than Zoro? No.
Yo, listen, man.
Obviously, Law knows swordsmanship. He was taught by Doflamingo's crew swordsmanship, fighting styles. and marksmanship. He was taught all the basics. If it was just a battle of swordsmanship, yes, Zoro is better than Law. But is he stronger than Law? No, he's not. Because the Law puts him in a room, what's Zoro gonna do?
Hockey out that motherfucker.
No, he is not. That nigga didn't even know he was using Conqueror's Hockey.
And he's a Zoro fan. That's real. Like again, I said, I'm indifferent on Mihawk, but my biggest problem with him is the Wano. You didn't go to Wano, and you don't leave the house. How do you expect to find smoke if you don't leave the house? And again, I attribute the same thing to Kaido. I'm not. This is not an isolated thing with Mihawk.
Kaido left the house.
Kaido needs to leave Onigashima, bro. Put the sake down and go find someone worthy. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, yeah. Naya brought up a good point because it kind of reminded me of something. Kind of a funny joke is like, I think when he gets attacked, like after they stop the like warlord system, and he's like, "Yo, it's been so long since I've been the one that's been chased. I love the thrill." It's like, no, you don't. You ran to become a warlord. So you don't have to fight. Like,
he's such a lying ass.
I love the. I miss the thrill. No, you don't, man. And Marine Hunter. They call him Marine Hunter. Rox in one chapter did more than him. Till we see that he killed the admiral. He's not the real
Admiral
Marine
Hunter, my nigga.
Again,
Man was
I'm not
fucking.
saying-
I know he's OD strong. I'm not downplaying his strength. I'm just so unmoved by him in every aspect.
yeah,
I'm
exactly.
indifferent.
We're not-
That's just me.
He's just not like the
Wait,
strongest in the generation or whatever.
That's just
But
me.
yeah.
And
we're
I've
not
always wondered
saying that
this.
Mihawk is weak.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm just saying he's not who y'all niggas think he is. That nigga Crocodile went out there and re-enlisted him so he could be in Cross Guild because he saw him as an equal.
Real leader.
He not some, oh my god, he's so
Supreme
strong. I need
grade
to have
hook.
him.
That is true.
Yeah, and I'll just say this, then let's move off Mihawk. But I've always wondered, like, it's just my weird brain. If I use a scythe, a bladed weapon, and I beat Mihawk, what do I get? It's not a sword, but it's a bladed weapon. Do I become the best swordsman, the best scythe user? Like, how does that even work? Am I the best lance user? Like, why are there other titles like that? Who's the best gunman? I would argue Yasop, I guess, but like, why don't he got that title? Why is it only for swords? Like, I always found
And
that
how
strange.
do you prove that? Like,
Is there a
mean,
is there a yearly
It's a
competition?
leftover from Oda's. I think it's a leftover from One Piece going on longer than Oda planned.
Anyways,
yo, Naya Peep.
Like I really wouldn't have a
people.
in-universe answer for it.
Yeah, people sold again. You brought up Crocodile. That's a funny ass line. Look what Crocodile says.
they say, hold on. But let me put it on screen and read the wise words of Sir Crocodile. All right. He said, they say that titles can create a false sense of superiority. I've never seen anyone this full of himself. Do you actually believe you can talk to us? Do you actually believe you can talk us into this? He's talking
That
about me,
first
but
line?
hold on. That might apply to people with titles like strongest in the world. You know what I'm saying?
I think it does apply to people with titles, but I don't think that it specifically applies to Mihawk.
I know, but agenda. Okay, but yeah, I'll leave it at that. Again, I'm actually like indifferent on him. He just don't move me, but I'm not a hater of Mihawk to that degree. I'm just like, yo, you and Kaido be talking about you on smoke and don't leave the house. I don't understand that. That's all.
That nigga had the opportunity to fight Whitebeard at but he did not fight him. I was not.
Because of Shanks. Shanks stopped him. Not much you can do, bro.
Oh, he ran away when Shanks pulled up, man.
Who would say he ran away? Shanks just beat his ass.
I don't want to fight on one
No,
arm has been.
Mihawk ran away when Shanks pulled up.
I didn't agree to fight red hair pirates.
He didn't. That wasn't in the contract.
That's crazy.
He said, let me slash him. Jozu
Nigga
said,
come over here to
diamond.
fight Whitebeard.
Buggy, the true rival to Shanks, man.
But secretly. But yeah, I'll leave it at that. Anyone else though? Legendary figure, big figure in One Piece that don't move you. You want me,
I didn't say.
you want me to go
I don't have
next?
anybody.
You already said Mihawk.
No, I
Go
said
ahead.
you said that don't move me. I said I don't have anybody.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Okay.
For me, you guys know, I'm Dragon's biggest hater. I am the biggest dragon. I'm the biggest dragon hater on the fucking planet, bro. I cannot stand this nigga, bro. He makes me sick. sick to my stomach. He don't do shit.
He cool.
And I'm sick and tired of it. Oh, but he has to nah. You got the monkey in your name. Where is the crash out in you? Kobe's kidnapped. I'm pulling up to Hachinosu. I don't care. I'm pulling up. No, I don't care. It's Kobe. I'm getting him. Luffy. Sanji got taken a whole cake. I'm pulling up. Ace is impelled down. I'm pulling. Where is that? You think I just talked to Kuma? So yeah, Ivankov got captured. So how you been? You're tired now? You're like, bro, nothing he does moves me. I hate him. He just looks to the east and has ellipses.
He looks east.
He looks east. Bro, my favorite
He's
meme.
calm-headed.
I don't have it on me right now, but I posted in the chat where it was like, apologies to this man. to Dragon. He's not a criminal. He's the most peaceful man alive. He don't do nothing. Like I can't remember the meme verbatim, but that's actually how I feel. I know he's strong. I'm not stupid. And he's gonna do something crazy, and I get it. Whoop-de-doo. I'm speaking on his character, bro. I believe if I need to topple the world government, I need my top officers. And if something happens where they get captured, I'm willing to expend some resources to go get them back. Oh, Blackbeard pirates came to Baltigo. They ran. Nah, beat his ass. He fat.
Xavier strong, bro.
He's fat. Beat his ass. Show me something. Man, he just doesn't move me. Like, again, it's one of those things where I put respect. I know the monkey lineage, Garp, all of that. Like, I know he's going to be OD when the time comes. And I know he's the world's most wanted criminal. I do believe that, I can't remember his name right now, the Marine with the green hair afro, the, like, punch perm. What's his name with the shades?
Really?
Huh?
I don't know.
I'll look up in a second. But when he was talking about, when he showed everyone's bounties, hi, babe. When he showed everyone's bounties, he showed like a buggy, yada 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 yada, and he said these are the top two bounties we've seen in the history of piracy, or the other one said in the pirate age. That meant something to me. I actually think Dragon's bounty is higher. It's the highest the world's ever seen. I think he's at like 6 billion. But you like to me, part of it could just be the problem of I have to save the strong character until the very end. But I think he looks very bad and shaky when you add up all the events that he's directly connected to or tangentially connected to. The fact of the matter that he doesn't do anything about it. And people can make the argument, oh, he has to stay calm, he has to hide, and he has to yada yada. Man,
Luffy would never do it.
Fuck all that, bro.
That's
Crash out one time for me. Crash out. Let me see it. Where the monkey in you?
Yeah. First of all, I posted the meme you're talking about.
Oh, thank you.
And then above it, this is what they're talking about like.
Yes, bounty canceled. We apologize. This victim didn't do anything his entire life. Sincere apologies to this harmless man. Monkey D Dragon bounty 0.
Nah, that's crazy.
Yeah, and then the one above is the one.
Let's just ignore the one above it.
Yes.
No, let's look at both. Let's analyze it in great detail and take an hour. Oh my goodness.
Brenu, that's his name. The Marine you were talking about. Brenu.
Oh yeah, Brenu. Thank you.
Act brand new.
Now, I guess if I did have to pick somebody, it would be Dragon, but just because of the same thing, like I like the fact that Luffy goes out of his way to go get his niggas back if anything happens to him. And Dragon not doing that shit, I don't know. But I really don't have a specific character that just doesn't move me.
Fair enough.
Okay.
I'm done with my Dragon spiel. Pat, you want to go?
I said Mihawk.
Oh, okay. So you agree with it?
Yeah, we were all cooking. Mihawk.
Okay. I thought he was so cool during Logtown, and I had high expectations for him, but all throughout pre-time skip, but he just disappoints time and time again. I think this latest Kuma flashback did so much to make me go like, I can't rock with him. I just can't do it. Hi, babe. Oh. I see you. I'm afraid to spoil I'm afraid to spoil you. You are not caught up.
One thing I would say about Dragon though is that like Dragon, I feel like out of all the characters, like he's one of the more like, because when it comes to Marines, I feel like a lot of Marines are hypocritical. especially that's where a man everyone screams goat for. But
Bro, you make the
Dragon,
dragon picture
when
that big.
he worked for them, he worked for them, realized that this not it, and then created his own organization that is currently succeeding greatly at what it's supposed to do, and it's an organization that people we've seen in the past desperately want. People like Harold and stuff like that. They've wanted an organization that benefits purely the people, and of course topple the corruption and stuff like that. Of course, this doesn't excuse him not taking care of his people and all of that, but the fact that he this has never happened before. Like, he is the trendsetter when it comes to this rev thing. Like, no one has done it before. There's no blueprint. In terms of the revs, he's the Roger. And then of course, he has to succeed first. And then when, especially nowadays, we're seeing how much success they've been bringing in. As long as he lands it right, this is often going to be one of the greatest feats and factions to ever go down in OPS3. Of course, this is all more on paper feats, not because we've seen him in scenarios where he could have taken action and he chose not to. So I can excuse anyone for not really feeling that. But his title also does not really demand strength, so that's the only reason why I give some leeway. Because unlike someone like Mihawk that claims, "Oh, I'm the strongest this, I'm the strongest that,"
No, that's fair.
Dragon
because
isn't necessarily has to be the strongest anything. He just has to lead the revs to success. And that's what he's been doing all along.
Has he been doing that though? Are they successful?
Yeah, they are.
Low-key, they ran the flame out for Sabo.
This down bad ever. So he trained him.
I saw the Flame Emperor get active.
No, there is no way y'all gonna say Kobe and Garb. That's all Garb. And then now with Sabo,
I saw him training with Kuma. I saw him training with Kuma as well. Kuma. Okay, I'm hating.
And I get
But I can't with him. Every cell in my body reject dial. I can't do it. I don't drive with him. I don't drive with him.
I'm not necessarily a Dragon fan either.
There's another topic that I just remember that I do not like, and it's because he talked about Sengoku. Sengoku to
bring him up, bro. Yeah, we good.
I know people call out.
That's the Buddha.
They call out Garb's hypocrisy and all that, but I feel like Sengoku skates by and being like, "Oh, he's one of the good Marines and all that."
Good.
I mean, they'll be like, "He's one of the good guys. Look, he's Garb's best friend. He's good." But look at his actions. At least Garp doesn't care. Garp was. At least Garp wasn't my bad. At least Garp I know you couldn't say he didn't do much, but at least tried doing. Sengoku was a part of the system at the time. He doesn't. He had no.
Sengoku's portrayal does actually get a bit of a little bit of a shift. Whereas, who did he say, shut up and fall in line and don't ask questions about the world government? And then later on, it's like, I love Roshinante. Oh la. And then he's like, oh. But I attribute that to early writing, okay, maybe I don't want to make him super duper evil kind of thing. But Sengoku's tone did kind of shift a little bit. I actually do agree with that part. I'm not a Sengoku hater though.
But and then
he don't move me enough to me to hate him.
Just the fact that he was I don't know, just the way that he skates by and him doing him actively taking part in the what they did to the babies after death, and how he he's actively pursuing being fleet admiral. He doesn't care
about find everybody who's pregnant in the last 9 months and kill them and the baby. Hey, yo,
I can that when that was all Sengoku too. That's crazy.
Hey, yo,
I don't know, this shit doesn't move.
I'm about to post it.
And he's just a bum, man. And he also stinks.
All right. Sometimes getting a little hate out your heart.
It's crazy. No moral character.
Oh yeah. Also him saying when they were when Crossguard attack, he's like, "What is the world coming to? Why are they attacking the?"
The people that we are protecting are going against us because you guys stink at what you do. They're not good people.
He knows about the Celestial Dragons. He knows about everything, but he's like, no, I'm protecting them.
Check the Soul King chat now.
Oh my god. Hold on. I already see the guy from Dexter, so I know it's going to be good. Hold on. Oh, shit. All right, I got it on screen. Let's read. When you know Oda retcon Ohara Sengoku's personality, but you can't prove it yet. So he said, "Are you down with the world government? Just be silent and obey your orders." It's strange
Dang.
to be at odds when both the Navy and Revolution just want to help people. What? Well, the world government has said that this. Damn, I can't see what this says. That incident must be covered up. Any more blinders on our part will cause a loss of confidence in the government itself. That's absurd, right? And then after it kind of like changes here, where it's like, Roshinate, what were you doing on that island? Harold is an honest man. He's trying to learn from history and change Elbaf. We're all here because the Navy wants a weapon that can kill as many pirates as possible. No, they don't even want an evil weapon that also kills innocent civilians. Fleet Admiral Sengoku's ideas are soft, but I'm sure Admiral Akainu will love some of my weapons. He certainly didn't save your life for the sake of that. Don't attach a reason to the reason you receive love. Yada yada. I'm with you, man. He was a lot more gung ho. I don't know, more absolute justicey, if you will, dark justicey. But he had a change.
His whole thing is reigning justice.
Mhm.
His thing is curious about the status quo of everything.
Do you think that it could have been like actually in universe, like his change happens when Rosinante dies?
But Rosinante dies way before this.
Here's
Oh yeah, that's true.
I guess the question is, do you think he went, if you want to give him grace, do you think he went back and forth on what he believes? So as a young person, Harold's an honest man, trying to do the right thing, yada yada yada, and then he got like caught up in the minutiae, in the like, I don't know, the hierarchy of the world government and Marines, and became a lot more cold-hearted and then softened again. Like, that's the best I can give him. But he don't do enough for me to really care about him in any direction. He just there to me. My friend hates him solely because he's like, bro, Gear third pre-time skip Luffy, stop that punch.
No.
he's such a dickhead for that, but he's like, nah, he's ass.
Well, Sengoku fans cling to the one line Roger said where he's like, bring Sengoku Garb.
Yeah.
If you wanna, if you wanna have fun, bring Sengoku Garb.
Yeah, you guys are
Like,
boring.
that doesn't mean they're on the same level.
Yeah.
Like, Roger would have fun with a lot of these
Two
people.
niggas, so yeah, that's more than enough.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're peers, but the one is very clearly stronger than the other.
Yeah. Okay, so
I don't even argue that.
Mm-hmm. The final question I have are characters that used to feature prominently in the story that you'd like to see return. And for me, it's Smoker. I miss Smoker. I feel like in some ways, in a little bit, Kobe has started to usurp the role that I guess I attributed to Smoker. I'm not blaming Oda for this. I attributed that myself. This is a me thing. But Smoker's been a Marine that I've always liked from the get-go. He kind of got me when I think it was Logtown. This could be anime only. I mean, if it is, my bad, but it still moved me. When he knocks into the girl, drops the ice cream, and he looks mad scary, and he's like, "Hey, yo, go and get yourself 5 more scoops of that shit." My bad, Missy. You know what I mean? Like, to the point where he knew Crocodile was so bad for Alabasta, he kind of like let Luffy do what he had to do to save the kingdom, and didn't like the fact that he got credit for that and he didn't do it. And the fact that he's willing to disobey his superiors to follow his brand of justice and stuff like that. Like, I really like Smoker, but I feel like since Punk Hazard, he's just been completely out the story for pretty much. Like, Punk Hazard, the last thing he's really done, and I don't like that. I want him to feature more prominently. So Smoker's my answer.
And Toshigi, that's your favorite girl.
I hate Toshigi.
Shakky needs
to die.
She
Just
is
fall down some stairs.
Being a babysitter for those kids.
Fall down some fucking stairs.
Man. Stealing, she can be a grave robber.
But, do you guys have any character you can think of?
Collect all the swords in the world.
I do. Let people go first.
Bitch, you're not even about to get 3 of them. I don't know how she has, but you're not getting that. Like, give up. That dream is not happening. Give up. Quit. Give up on your dream. Stop working out. Don't study. Yeah, she don't move me. But y'all got an answer? It could be, if it's Smoker, it could be Smoker. Who y'all got, if you got any?
For me, it's Doflamingo.
Okay.
Because he just moves. Like,
I think
he's still my favorite antagonist in One Piece.
I
Because
think
it's just like, No, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say my biggest problem with him is just that he's a celestial dragon. That's my biggest problem with him. I hate them.
You say he's what?
A celestial dragon.
Oh, okay.
So I just hate him. Like somebody please kill him and impel down. Kill him. Magellan, throw some poison on that nigga. Spit on him. I don't know, but Dofi's valid. I know how much he moved the community. Dofi's valid.
Yeah, I've always like really liked characters that are unabashedly evil
Yes.
and they don't make any excuses for why they do what they
On that
do.
Frieza Dio gimmick.
And yeah, and I appreciate the fact that he has like somewhat sound logic and reasoning for why he does the things he does. He's just like, hey, look, my family, they're not perfect. Sometimes they be fucking up. I'm not gonna get mad at that. I'll be fucking up too. But if they betray me, that's a different story. I'm like, I respect that.
Hey.
I respect that. That's valid.
Pat, you know what that reminds me of?
Aside from that,
It reminds me of Bartholomew. Let me stop. I'm joking. I was referencing the panel from Otakon. I'm kidding. Go ahead. Still
yeah,
can't
them
believe
niggas
they
didn't
tried
know
to do
it.
that. Yeah, frauds.
But I just love like every time he's on screen, he always like kind of sends a message directly to the reader. And I find that very interesting. Like he kind of breaks the fourth wall a little bit without really doing it. Because like his
His
first
justice
time we
speech.
saw him in Marineford. The first time we saw him in Marineford, that was what like made me interested in him in the first place. Because he was like, justice will prevail. Well, of course, whoever wins is going to be justice. I'm like, oh, that is a bar.
He talking.
Because a lot of times might is right. And then we get to he's defeated, and then he's in impelled down. He's giving his speech about how the times are changing, and then he's like, who's going to be the one to take over, and then like which faction has the stones to actually make the right moves and take the top position and stuff like that. And it's just like something that really excites me as a reader for One Piece because whenever he says something like that, that's when you know there's going to be like a shift in the narrative or like the way the story is presented. And I feel like if he shows up one more time, he's going to give us another one of those moments. So it just
And
makes me very excited.
he was a big gatekeeper in One Piece. Like taking him down opened up so many things to actually like get active and happen. Like what did Law say about the cogs in the machine and the gears or whatever the case was?
Yeah,
like he really
gears.
was kind of the
There's
gatekeeper.
No
and opening the Rashomon gate actually opened up like a lot of more chaos, which I like. So I'm not the biggest Dofi fan like the One Piece community, but I do respect the role that he played in the story thematically at the very least. I hate every celestial dragon. I want them all to die.
Valid.
A slow, painful death.
For this, I also got an answer for like the opposite side of the question.
Like who's there too much?
No. Well, I guess it's not exactly the opposite thing, but like a character who showed up and has just not shown up again, and I'm actually fine with it.
Okay.
Weevil.
Oh yeah.
I actually agree with that. If Weevil never appeared in the story again, that's not a plot hole. I don't care.
Whitebeard's real son, man. Like,
yeah.
Shakky stole. Stussy stole a hair from Whitebeard and cloned that nigga, bro. Don't lie to me.
Man. Whitebeard just didn't want to be a child support to his
My dad is what it is.
My actual answer for the question though is I mean I don't know if he showed up enough to actually count as somebody who was there prominently before, but just Uroji.
Oh, okay. Mad D
Yeah.
Monk. Yeah.
Yeah,
We're still waiting on him.
He's the last person in the worst generation who we haven't gotten to see yet, I think.
That's a good point.
And I just have high hopes for what he's capable of. Like I don't really care what action we see him on. I'm just ready to see him do something.
Okay.
Don't worry, Alan. He saved the best for last.
Lizard, Nelly, you guys got one?
No, you can go first.
Okay, well, this is not like a character I love. Actually, it's quite the opposite. But I do want to see an active Akainu again, mainly because pre-time skip. As much as I don't like him, he did his job. Like he was way stronger than I thought. Actually,
Melting niggas.
Yeah, straight up. Like even like the manga had him half of Whitebeard's face type shit. I was like, dude, like you're kind of crazy. And then I know they had that little like strategy gimmick they tried to put on him, whispering in like squad's ear and trying to like do stuff here and there. So I guess they're trying to go after
He's good
showing
at
his
sowing the seeds of
like
discord into
Discord.
people,
Yeah,
and also he's a master manipulator too. He gets to people's head.
yeah.
He got Ace
And then
right off. Right, he tilted Ace so bad. Continue though.
yeah, that's crazy. And then of course him taking out Aokiji. I'm not taking out. Sorry. Getting rid of his leg, and then also winning that fight. That was, of course, what kind of put him above the other admirals, I'll say. Um, and then him becoming fleet admiral, of course. And then when he moved I mean, Pat talked about it in the last stream that y'all had when about how Akeno moved into the new world because he's not scared of these pirates. Then when Blackbeard was trying to blackmail them with Bonnie, Akeno himself pulled up, Blackbeard ran away, stuff like that. Like we're getting like this teasing that's like, okay, this, and then even Jinbei had that like Akainu hype session for some reason, talk about how Akainu's like strongest. I mean, Marines are the strongest they've ever been now, stuff like that. But we haven't seen active Akainu, just him being stuck in red tape and all of that. So I'm just waiting
Yeah,
for him to.
he's just in paperwork mode.
Yeah, exactly. So when he gets into his active bag again, I want to see how Oda was feeling.
Don't worry,
See,
he's
like,
gonna
would he
blow his
still
top
be?
soon and say, "Fuck what you guys are saying. I'm doing what I want to do now." It's gonna happen. Trust me.
Yeah,
They're yelling at him to
I'm
get
ready
lobster, man.
for that.
Oh, don't kill me. Lizard, you got one?
See, it's kind of funny because it's the opposite of you. I don't know if we've seen him enough, but it's kind of a thing. I just want to see more Kobe. I feel like, you know, and the sword. I just,
He just had his best feet.
hey man,
Honesty impact,
uh,
baby.
you know, we're honest people here. Yeah, I just think like if he's gonna set up like as a garb in a way, like I get like people compare him. That's something. Just like I just need to see him and the sword. I just love their dynamic. I think like such a good dynamic. It's
Gotcha.
interesting to see how they navigate after this loss and how they like react. I'm just interested. So yeah, Kobe was my answer, and
Pink Mamba,
with
baby.
Russ, Fujaku, whip, crazy.
Mepo, bro.
Oh man, Bogart's
Bogart.
success.
Usagi and Bogart. I have a final question before we leave. Just something I randomly thought about. So random. Do you guys think that Whitebeard said to Shanks that every time I see your face, my scar aches because he got wounded by Figurlin Garling?
Ooh.
It can
And that
be
and that
because
was that wasn't a Roger thing. Like it's more about like here, like he said, your face. So because I feel like young Figurlin, hairstyle aside, still looks like Shamrock and Shanks a bit. I don't know, just a
They
thought
have
I
the
had.
It makes sense.
they have the
Yeah.
exact face, but I could do that.
And I think like just like piggybacking off of that, it would make sense because we know that Whitebeard doesn't necessarily have like a trauma of older generation, but like he like the shit that he saw from the niggas, it left its mark. Because like in Marineford, whenever Garp was about to get active, he was like, "Hey, y'all need to like," and everybody's getting scared. He's like, "Hey, y'all need to just chill. He's just some old man," but like you can see it in his face, he was even kind of nervous still.
Yeah,
He's projecting a little bit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't agree. This it might be retcon, but I think I remember it's been stated like when we saw okay, yeah. Like we saw uh post
So what?
um like when we see like young Whitebeard in this flashback with Odin, right, which should be after God's Valley. He doesn't have the score. Like I don't know where else you'd fight Garland and get the score.
Okay.
Like
I
so
can't
that's
confirm or
post
deny that,
God.
but fair.
Yeah. So unless he changed it up, like look at the thing, like he doesn't have the scar right here.
Because he used to wear a shirt. Then he started just putting the cloak on his shoulders, and he's bare chested. So it could just be covered
Yeah.
up. But no, that's fair. That's
I mean,
valid.
like it's right, not in the middle. Though.
It's a random thought I just had. Like I just had a random thought, so that's why I was like, wait a minute. I don't know. Something that
Well,
comes in my mind.
could be like Oda just for Scar
What if
because
it's
that Scar
what if
left
it's
chat.
Shamrock? Stab's
What about
agenda?
that? Dude,
Ooh.
am I upscale? I need that.
Two-handed shanks.
No, but I'm saying like the scar, like can't describe how, but it looks. I don't know.
All right.
I think
I mean,
his style kind of looks like.
are you cutting out like?
I am.
Well, I think he's got to talk a little. Sure.
Mm. No, he's right. I'm looking at Whitebeard's chest. It's clean. When he's like with like young Marco and stuff. Okay, interesting. All right.
It could be a retcon, but like who
Yeah.
knows?
But with that being said, if you guys don't have any final comments, questions, and or concerns, we will wrap it up here.
I have an important thing to share. Keep thing.
Nah, chill on Kaido, bro.
If I leave this, that fuck.
So Sakazuki,
Guess cocky.
they said it's Dragon and Akainu screaming, "If I leave this desk, I'm fucking finished."
Something else.
Oh man, but that was a good talk. I think I want to do this every time we have a break for One Piece for sure. That was a good talk. That was cathartic. Kaido, you a fake demon. You're not a smoke seeker. Same with you, Mihawk.
Miyaka's a bum.
Dragon, you're an asshole.
Sengoku, we see through your fake good guy gimmick.
Yeah.
Yeah, but any final questions, comments, concerns, theories? Are we good?
Yeah, Mihawk.
Garp getting hard eyes next chapter. Call it your way dead.
Thanks to the rat.
It's already been proven that he's not. Let it.
And honestly,
Why would his brother be walking around his hometown covered?
damn. I'm gonna end off with saying, like I
This is
always
his home
say,
place.
Crocodile is obviously the greatest character of all time and future Pirate King. Y'all be safe. Goodbye. It would help me out a lot and do my heart a lot of good if some of you guys who are not on the Patreon would consider pledging or maybe becoming a channel member. But shout out to the Patreon gang. Shout out to the CBLs. That is the certified BAM lovers. Appreciate y'all. But for the tier 2, we got the Priests of Fire. They might be the real CBLs. That's Brilliant Gang. And big shout out to the 5th Zen Gods, my tier 3 pledgers. Shout out to Agrona Vitera, Big Chief, Gray, Johnny Rogers, Katan, Lucky Roo, Muzaka, Naz Riley, Scobe, Simi, Zyler Scotty. Your support is greatly appreciated. Thank you. I'm going to have some sugared sand today. Oh yeah, that's a real meal. It would help me out a lot and do my heart a lot of good if some of you guys who are not on the Patreon would consider pledging or maybe becoming a channel member. But shout out to the Patreon gang. Shout out to the CBLs. That is the certified BAM lovers. Appreciate y'all. But for the tier 2, we got the Priests of Fire. They might be the real CBLs. That's Brilliant Gang. And big shout out to the 5th Zen Gods, my tier 3 pledgers. Shout out to Agrona Vitera, Big Chief, Gray, Johnny Rogers, Katan, Lucky Roo, Muzaka, Naz Riley, Scobe, Simi, Zyler Scotty. Your support is greatly appreciated. Thank you. I'm going to have some sugared sand today. Oh yeah, that's a real meal.